Hi guys, I'm Manny,
I'm Simon.
and you're watching another 2000 point Warhammer 40k battle report. If you're enjoying the content guys, hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell just below Simon there, so you know each time we release one of these videos. And if you're loving the content and you want to see more like this with meta-analysis, head over to glasshammergaming.co.uk and join the elite. Today, we've got a really cool one for you. I've got my Blood Angels out for the very first time, very first run out on battle reports, and Simon's got his absolutely awesome looking Imperial Knights.
Yeah, Imperial Knights
They look
today.
badass, man. It should be a really, really cool game, actually. We're playing Battle Lines. It's only a 4-objective game. A little bit better for Knights to be able to play the mission a little bit better than
helps me
other
massively.
missions.
Helps me massively.
Really, really cool. Let's show you the lists. Here it is, guys. The first outing for the new Blood Angels. Finally managed to get them on the board. We've managed to schedule them in here. After Death Guard, but they're here, man. And it's a very small elite force, but it's all the cool stuff. All the cool stuff from the book. I've got assault intercessors, guys. Just everything. So this army is a patrol detachment, which is the Death Company themed Blood Angels. That's my patrol. And then I have also got a Vanguard detachment. So let's start with the patrol, because that's where my warlord is. Because obviously a patrol is free, it doesn't cost me any CPs if my warlord is in it. So I have my Librarian Dreadnought. He is the warlord of the army, and he has Champion of Humanity, which gives him +1 attack against characters, and also +1 to hit and wound against characters. The +1 to wound won't matter, because he only gets +1 to wound ever, and he gets that for being a Blood Angel. But the +1 to hit against characters is really nice. It means he hits on 2s again, which is awesome now that he's got more attacks and stuff.
It's nice to make up for the fact that he has been nerfed quite considerably from the first book.
Yeah,
he's
he
now
has.
Weapon Skill Ballistics of 3+.
Yeah. He can only make 1 attack with his halberd.
Yeah.
But now the halberd is D3 + 3 damage.
Yeah, so it's pretty solid.
So that
Really,
one
really
attack
solid.
is really, really helpful.
Yeah.
Really, really good. Yeah, so I've got him, and he's my warlord, guys. And then I have one unit of 10 assault intercessors. I think those guys are really, really cool. That's my one troop choice. And then in heavy support, guys, I've taken 1 repulsor for them to go in. And I'm not sure how long this repulsor is going to last on the table.
It's very kind of giving you something for me to shoot. That's very nice of you. But it's nice to see it on the table again, because it had its...
Yeah, it got nerfed, man. Because people were taking like 5 of them, which shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
So
it lost
I can
fly.
see why it got nerfed.
Lost fly. It has
But
to
yeah,
just
losing
float now.
fly really hurts it. Yeah, it just floats now,
Just
guys.
floats now.
Yeah, losing fly really hurts it. But we're hoping we can get some use out of it in this game and show what it can do. I don't know, like I said, guys, how long it's going to survive on the table against the 3 big knights. But if it gets the drop, it can nuke a knight.
Castellan is going to be looking at that.
So yeah, we got the 1 repulsor, guys, but the 10 assault intercessors can go in it, so it's good protection for them to get up the board onto objectives that are towards the center of the board. I really like that. And then I have 2 units of Death Company in the elite slots in that detachment. I have one unit of 8 Death Company with 2 Thunderhammers in to just play the game, be in reserve, come in, or go back into reserve and come in and do janky stuff like that with, and just play the game. And then I have 1 unit of 5 Death Company with 3 hammers in there. So it's a 5-man unit for one reason, guys, to do I think it's called Undying something. There's a strat, guys. There's one strat which gives them a 5-up. Oh, unyielding or something like unwilling to die, something like that. Yeah. You do that, and for 1 CP, they get a 5-up feel no pain instead of a 6-up feel no pain. Yeah. Now that's awesome for 1 CP, because it's only a 5-man unit. Yeah. That is awesome. And also to Forlorn Fury. Forlorn Fury is a 12-inch move before the first turn starts. So they can move 12 inches, and then if they've gone first, they can move 12 inches again. And that's awesome. And that only costs 1 CP if it's on a 5-man unit. So for those 2 specific reasons, the 5 Feel No Pain only costing 1 CP, and Forlorn Fury only costing 5 CP, that unit is a 5-man unit. But they're the ones with the 3 Thunderhammers in, because they're meant to be scary, Forlorn Fury.
It is pretty terrifying. Yeah, I've dealt with Death Company in the past, and they were always pretty scary. Now with the way that Fallen Fury works now, so it's cheaper on a smaller unit. Yeah, just that small unit, just being able to just move.
It's so scary, isn't it?
Really scary.
I mean, it's 12 Thunderhammer attacks. That could really hurt a knight. It probably won't kill one, but it could like damage one below half bracket. It could take like 5 could go through. They could take 15 wounds off a knight.
It's the fact that they're strength 8. but they're +1 to wound,
+1
so
to
they wound
wound.
all my stuff on 3s.
That's the biggest thing.
It's
That's the
really
biggest thing.
scary, really scary.
Yep.
And they're just so mobile as well. Having the jump packs and fly means that you can get them into positions where they can charge through buildings really easily because they're such a small unit to hide.
Yeah.
So, it's really, really solid unit in the book. I think the only downside with them now is that they can't actually perform actions.
Yeah, they can't perform actions and they can't fall back at all.
Yeah.
So that's the only downside. But having a 6 on Feel No Pain, having a 5 Feel No Pain with a strap, being able to move before
You're
the game.
giving them fun hours. You're not going to be.
Good.
They're not going to
They're
be doing actions. They're going into kill stuff.
They're going into kill stuff. Yeah, exactly. So that's what we've got, guys. An 8-man unit of Death Company, and a 5-man unit of Death Company with 3 hammers in it to do some damage.
Very nice.
And then I have my Vanguard detachment. I've got the Sanguinor because he's awesome. That's my sanguinary detachment, guys. I've got the Sanguinor because he's absolutely awesome. Comes in from reserve, from Golden Light to save everyone. I love it. I love him. He's class. And then I've got a Sanguinary Priest. I've given him an extra Warlord trait, and that's Imperium Sword. So he has +1 attack and strength on the charge, and rerollable charges, I believe. And then I've given him the Teeth of Terror Relic. That's my free relic for my army. It's got the Teeth of Terror Relic, and it's awesome. Another +3 attacks. So with Imperium Sword, he gets +4 attacks, +5 when he charges, +6 if it's turn 3, and I've got Savage Echoes, and he has 3 base. He can have 9 attacks. In turn 3, he can have 9 attacks, strength 6 with +1 to wound, flat 2 damage. I think that's awesome.
On an apothecary.
Yeah,
on what is basically an apothecary.
I love that. That's awesome.
It's
that
really,
is
really good.
Awesome. And then in the elites for that detachment, I have two 5-man Sanguinary Guard units with Power Fists, because I think they're absolutely awesome. Strength 8 with +1 to wound. They're my units that will be the most reliable at trying to kill knights. And then I have a 10-man Sanguinary Guard unit, but they've got axes, so they're not that good at killing knights. But on their day, if they get in, they could really, really damage one.
I mean, they're still flat 2 damage, and they're
Yeah,
still
they're flat
+1
2
to
damage.
wound. So I mean, they wound everything on 4s.
They wound everything on 4s, but it's the flat 2 damage hurts a bit, not being able to, because before they were D3, but D3 was risky. I've got to admit, I prefer the flat 2, but it can pull your damage down a little bit as well in matchups like this when you need to kill big stuff. But the -3 AP from turn 3 could really help the axes.
Yeah.
So everything they do wound with, most of it should go through. So what I've got, guys, I've got a few different units, like the 2 Death Company units and the Axe unit of Sanguinary Guard, that can really hurt a knight. But then I've got the 2 Power Fist units that could really hurt or kill a knight. And I have the Libby Dread. So I do have some anti-tank, well, quite a bit of anti-tank in the army that could do some work here. I just got to try and get up the board without letting Sai shoot too much, which should be hard, but we can do it.
Yeah, I think that's the thing.
can do
We've got a good mix of, mine's very, very shooty, and when I'm able to shoot, I will just destroy you. But if you get to
And he's Krast.
and I'm Krast,
And he's Krast
and I'm
in combat. Simon's good at everything. Don't let him fool you. He's good at shooting and combat.
But if he gets to me first of this lot, oh, that's gonna really hurt.
That's exactly what's gonna happen. You'll see.
Okay, guys, this is my 2,000 points of House Krast Imperial Knights.
They look awesome, mate. They look really, really cool. The floaty crystal. Oh, floaty crystal.
My
awesome.
beacon of the dead there for
Looks
my
class,
my
mate.
mortuary knights.
Oh wow.
So yeah, this is exactly 2,000 points. It starts with 3 Armiger Warglaives at the front.
They're class as well. They're all converted up, aren't they?
Yeah.
They've got the blades on the tails, guys, and they look
It's
awesome.
to represent the little sweep attack they now have.
They look awesome,
It's
mate.
cool. So armed with thermal spears, and 2 of them have melter guns. One of them's just got the stubber, just to save a few extra points here and there.
Yep.
I've got my warlord. Is my Imperial Knight Castellan.
Yep.
He has got the Cold Eradication Warlord trait from Engine War, which is basically for any of its weapons that roll a d6 for the amount of shots. I get to roll an extra dice.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's really, really nice.
That's
because
cool.
almost all of its weapons are randomly
the
generated shot
volcano
dice.
cannon, the Course Wrath,
the 2
siege
siege
breakers.
breakers. Yep.
Oh, that's a lot
So you
of
roll an extra dice for
a
that.
lot of die. That's a lot of like use you're getting out of one.
Because
just one
anytime you
warlord
roll a
trait.
random number of shots,
Awesome.
it's a little bit unreliable. So it just gives you a little bit extra reliability.
It's really, really
to
good.
them.
You're getting the most efficiency by putting it on that night.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And like I said, I've got Cole's Wrath, which is my relic.
Amazing.
It's very nice. -4 AP and flat 2 damage, flat 3 when overcharged.
That's the nasty bit, guys. Flat 3.
Yeah,
Nasty.
Strength 8, Strength 9, so it's just slightly better
Really
than the regular
cool.
one. But
Really,
really,
really
really good. And then I've got 2 Crusaders. They're both armed the same, both have thermal cannons. This one on this side has the Iron Bulwark, so 4+ invulnerable save, and it also has Endless Fury, so it's an extra 2 shot cannon,
Yeah.
and it also does explode in 6s. Very nice, especially 2 damage, which is quite nice against your mainly marine force, which is nice.
Yeah.
And
Pretty much all of my force is 2 wounds, guys. All of the infantry in my army is 2 wounds, except for my characters. My characters are a bit tough.
Yeah. So very, very nice. Just a few extra shots from that one. And on this side, we've got another Crusader, and it's got Armor of Saint to die on, so 2+ armor save.
That's nasty. That's going to come into play.
Yeah.
That's going to come into play.
And then obviously it's got the House Krast specific warlord trait, which is First Knight. So reroll 1s to hit.
That's cool as well. Really reliable. Again,
so it's really good. So Krast
too.
give me reroll failed in combat, but it gives me reroll 1s with my shooting, which is quite nice. Again, so I've taken the most efficient way of running this force.
Man, triple warlord trait, guys. Triple relic. This is going to be nasty. 3 big knights.
Yeah, it's only 6 CP, so it's very low on the CP, but I think my army's reliable enough to not try and rely on it too much.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got shield breaker missiles.
Yes.
There is a nice strat with that we could possibly try.
Damn it.
And
expect that guy to snipe out a character, guys. Fully expect that guy to snipe out a character.
Absolutely. And that's basically it. It's a very small, focused force.
It's a really cool army. I really, really like it. It's really cool now with the point reductions, I think, that you can run 3 big knights and 3 shooty big knights and 3 baby knights.
I was trying to say, this is actually
post
changes for the army. So these are actually only 135 points each base now. That's 140 with a melter gun.
So good.
So really, really good. So
3 little knights, 2 Crusaders and a Castellan. That's an awesome force, I think. A really, really cool force. We have some anti-tank in the Blood Angels army. I don't know if we've got enough to deal with this, but we're going to find out. The secondaries I've chosen, guys. Number 1, I went for Deploy Scramblers. I think it's a really, really easy one for my army to do. I can't do it with my Def Company units. They're not allowed to do actions. However, I do have 2 small 5-man Sanguinary Guard units. And I have a 10-man unit as well. I don't really want them to be doing actions, but they're really survivable. So, you know, they're an ideal target, especially in this kind of game where the axes aren't as good as the fists in combat. The fists are going to make a massive, massive difference against Imperial Knights. So I don't really want to be doing actions with those. But the axe squad can deploy scramblers in my deployment zone. The next turn they can do it in the middle deployment zone, and then somebody who's deep striking in can scramble in Simon's deployment zone. So I think that's a really good one for me. I think I can get 10 points on deploy scramblers, easy. So that's my number 1. And then I went for Relentless Assault, which is a Blood Angel specific one, guys. And what it requires me to do is at the end of my turn, I need to have more Blood Angel units in the enemy's deployment zone than there are enemy units in my deployment zone. So it's brilliant in this game where Simon's got loads of shooty knights that want to sit back and shoot me for a few turns before they charge me because they're Krast. But I really want to be in his face straight away. So I know that Simon's probably going to sit back a little bit from me for 2 to 3 turns. And in those turns, he won't have a unit in my deployment zone. So I can get 1 unit into size deployment zone, and that'll give me 4 points every turn. And I think that's very, very doable with strats that I have, like Upon Wings of Fire, where I can pick jump pack units up off the board and bring them back in my reinforcement step next turn. I can do that into Simon's deployment zone. I can deep strike guys into Simon's deployment zone as well. They can scramble in Simon's deployment zone for me, and also get Relentless Assault, which I think is really, really big for me. So Relentless Assault, I think I can get 12 points for that one. I think I could do it sort of in the later turns. Maybe not turn 1 and 2, but I think I could definitely do it turns 3, 4, and 5. So I'm hoping for 12 points from Relentless Assault. The final one, I've gone for Titan Hunters. It makes sense. I'm playing against big knights. I do have a few units in my army with some anti-tank in there. The Librarian Dread is really good against tanks. The Sanguinary Guard squads with the fists are really good against tanks. And also, I do have some Def Company unit, like small Def Company units with 2 or 3 hammers in. They could do, you know, 9 to 12 wounds at a time with a squad, which I think could be very, very big. So I can kill a few knights, and I've gone for Titan Hunters because as soon as I kill 1, I get 10 points, and I will be well happy with that. I'm under no delusion that I'm going to kill all of them or anything like that, because I know Simon has got a lot of shooting, and if I make 1 mistake at any point, he's going to be able to just shoot my army off the board. So I've got to play very well here, very reserved, but I do think if I can kill 1 knight, I'll be very, very happy, and that's 10 points I could bring home.
Manny's Blood Angels are actually pretty difficult for me to choose secondaries against, so I've taken 3 that I think are pretty realistic for me to achieve during this game. First one I've chosen is Assassinate. Pretty unusual choice considering that his characters are pretty easy to hide and also screen with other units. But I've not got a lot of choices to make with my secondaries. Plus, all his characters are very aggressive, so they are going to have to come to me eventually to make use of all of their abilities. So that's my first one. Second one is While We Stand. 3 big knights is going to be pretty difficult for Manny to chew through throughout the game. So if I can have at least 2 standing, that gives me quite a few points at the end of the game. Hopefully being, a very, very big, tough unit with lots of wounds is going to help me massively here. If I can shoot off a few models in each of those Death Company and Sanguinary Guard squads, it's going to massively help me survive the game later on. The final objective I've chosen is Engage in all fronts. So I want to try and be aggressive and try and move into quarters of the board with my army. Manny's army is pretty quick and can screen me pretty easily, so the idea is to move forward as quickly as possible, get into those quarters and just stay there and hopefully gain some points throughout the game. This is actually going to be quite an uphill battle for me. Having so many models on the board on Manny's side means I'm going to have to really, really concentrate on which things I need to kill quickly. Hopefully it all goes well and we can clear off some Blood Angels from the board.
Today's mission is Battle Lines. It's mission number 22 of the Strike Force missions in the Grand Tournament 2020 pack. It's a take and hold primary objective, meaning that at the end of each player's command phase, they score 5 victory points for each of the following conditions they satisfy. If they control 1 or more objective markers, if they control 2 or more objective markers, or if they control more objective markers than their opponent controls. There is a specific secondary objective for this mission called Vital Ground. At the end of each of your command phases, you score 3 victory points if you control the objective marker in your opponent's deployment zone, and score 2 victory points for each objective marker that you control that is not in either player's deployment zone. The secondary objective cannot be scored in the first battle round. In this mission, there are 4 objectives on the board, meaning if you want to hold more than your opponent, you're gonna have to engage, so this should make for a really close game. Here at the end of deployment, guys, and we're just going to run you through what we've done here. So what I did, I'll go with mine first because I think my first drop made the biggest impact to deployment, and that was my unit of 5 Death Company with the 3 Thunderhammers in there. So they're not as dangerous anymore because they're only -2 AP, but they are still 3 damage. Each one that goes through will still do 3 damage to a knight. So what I did was I deployed them right on the line, guys. Right on the line. That's because I have a stratagem called Forlorn Fury. And what that lets me do is it lets me move a Death Company unit in my army with less than 6 models in, hence why that one's a 5-man unit, before the game. 12 inches. I can only move 12 inches, but it's a free move for 1 CP. And I was like, that's really good. So what I've done is I put them right on the line, guys. And that means if they move 12 inches, they go to the middle of the board. They move another 12 inches, they're on Simon's deployment line. And then from there, they can charge 12 inches. So Simon is only safe from a first turn charge if I go first by being in the back 6 inches of his board edge. And I shouldn't kill a knight with 3 Thunderhammers, but I can really hurt one. I can over half kill a knight. I think I can, if I get a bit lucky and Simon doesn't roll the saves, I can over half kill a knight. And I don't think Simon wants me to half kill a knight before he's even had a turn. So that was why they went on the line for me. And then that's impacted where Simon's deployed. And yeah, what I did as well, guys, I put one unit of 10 assault intercessors, inside my repulsor. And then I put one unit of 5 sanguinary guard in reserve, in deep strike, and a sanguinor. Sanguinor is going to come in from golden light like he's supposed to. So that's why he's in reserve. And yeah, guys, I've hidden my repulsor. So because I put the Death Company down, so I put everything in the back 6 inches of his border, didn't you, Si? You didn't want to get charged.
Yeah, I've had to deploy my entire army pretty much to the back of the board here. I had a little bit of space just to deploy the
army because they came a bit forward because I'm 36 inches is like right in front of them. Yeah, so I can't charge them turn one.
They're basically just out of charge range from these guys if they fancy trying to go into anything. So I shouldn't be able to be charged turn 1 at least.
Yep. Yep. And then because I deployed on the back line from me putting the Death Company down, what happened is I put the Death Company down, so I deployed a knight at the back 6 inches. I put the Sanguinary Guard in there, but they are away from the walls. They're not touching the ruin at all. The ruin doesn't have a footprint, guys, so they're not touching the walls. They're a millimeter from the walls, so it doesn't slow my move that much, but they can't be seen. And then so I put another big knight down. Then I put my Libby Dread down because he can't be targeted, because he's within 3 of the Sanguinary Guard and he's behind them. So I put the other big knight down. And then I put my repulsor down. Oh, sorry, I put those 5 Sanguinary Guard down there because they couldn't be seen by those 3 big knights now because of this big ruin in the way, where I deployed the big knights. Then I put the Warglaves down over here. And that was everything inside his army deployed, while I'd put down the Death Company that I can move either towards him, or if I go second, behind like a wall to hide them. The Libby Dread that he can't shoot turn 1, and the Sanguinary Guard that he can't shoot turn 1. Then after that, I based the rest of my deployment off where Sai had gone. So I've put my repulsor here. Of course, it's not touching any of the walls. And between this wall here, and this wall all the way over here, guys, there's a line of slightly obscuring. You can't see from inside that ruin to this ruin. You'd have to come past it. So I know that from here, the Castellan can't see the repulsor, and neither can the other 2 knights. And also, these Warglaves over here, if the one at the front moves its maximum moves forward, it can shoot the edge of the repulsor. I couldn't hide from everything. But it's only one army, so I've reduced the amount of shooting that can actually go into the repulsor, and I think that's going to help me a bit. That's going to help me a bit there. And then I put the one unit of 8 Death Company with the 2 hammers in over there, because they can't be seen by the big knights because of this ruin here. It cuts across that obscuring piece, cuts to this obscuring piece, and the line is about here of line of sight. And that means this knight can only move 12 up to here, so it can't get to where it can see them. And the Warglaves, they can come to where they can see, but they're out of 30 inches, so they can't reach the Death Company. So I managed to deploy my Death Company pretty safely over here. My sanguinary priest, guys, he's the last guy to go down. He's gone by the 2 squads, so he can't get shot by the other knights. But I know Sai has got shield breaker missiles on his on his Castellan, and he can target a character with those. And that is the ideal character for Sai to target and kill. He has a Warlord trait. He has my free relic, and he gives everyone a 6-up Feel No Pain, and he gets units back up, gets models back up, and he can give his chalice to 2 units for 1 CP. So he is massive in my army. So that's why I put him touching the forest. If you can see, look, like a little bit of his base is on top of the forest. So Sai would be -1 to hit him with a shield breaker at least. It's something, because I don't get a save, because the shield breaker is -4 AP, and I've got a 3-up armor save, so I don't get a save against the shield breaker. It's just going to go straight through me, and I've only got 6-up Feel No Pains against the damage. So, and he wounds me on a 2. So those things are quite reliable. The wounding on a 2, rolling the damage, and then me not getting 6s on Feel No Pains. That's pretty average. The way that I can stop it is by making the hit roll go down further, because he hits on a 3. So now I've made him hit on a 4. There's a 50-50 chance he might miss, which is the best that I'm going to get. And that's about it. And yes, was there anything extra to why you deployed the way that you have?
No, I think we pretty much covered it. Yeah, just because of the threat of the Death Company deploying on the line here, it kind of forces me to basically deploy my entire force on the back line to not get first turn charged.
Yeah.
Essentially, if Manny gets first turn, these things are going across the board wherever they pretty much want. So I've got to go into the only safe space for me, which is basically this back line. Like I said, the only place he can't get to is slightly on this side here where the Warglaives are. So they've deployed slightly further forward, but still out of range of the Death Company, just on the other side of the building there. And that is all there is to deployment. I don't think there's going to be a lot of shooting for me, but missiles could be fun.
Yeah, missiles could be fun.
Missiles could be
Shield breaker
fun.
missiles could be fun.
So it'll all depend now
On the big roll.
on the big roll.
So guys, just to say, here, if you look here, the Death Company is the only unit the Psy can actually come and draw line of sight to. So I can Forlorn Fury these. If I go first, they can kind of come forward. But if Simon goes first, I can still Forlorn Fury them for 1 CP and also hide them behind this ruin with the rest of them. And then Simon can't shoot anything turn 1 except for if he wants to spend the strats to fire that shield breaker missile at my Sanguinary Priest. And of course, this one Warglaive on the end, if he moves his max distance over here, he'll get to shoot the repulsor. But that's all Psy can shoot turn 1. But then that means with the new way that scoring happens for the person going second, at the end of turn 5, that would be massive for me because there are 3 objectives very close to my deployment zone, which Blood Angels really, really like. And I'm quick. So at the end of the game, the final turn scoring would be made easier for me by going second. So I really want Simon to win this roll-offs because he has to go first now. So that would be quite big if Sai didn't really get much shooting here, but it gave me a big advantage later on in the game. Right, Sai? You need to roll low then, son.
Dice.
Oh, you've gone for an orange one.
I've got
Okay.
an orange one.
That means I have to roll a white one after all the opposite one.
Yeah.
You've got to roll the opposite dice. Right, Sai? What do the BA in their first battle report have to beat?
They are going to have to beat a 3.
Oh,
Nice and average.
looking for a 1 or a 2 here, guys.
Is
looking
Manny
for a 1 or a 2.
capable of rolling anything less than a 3? Is
Come
the
on.
question.
Hey, I can roll what I want to roll. No, it's a 5. Okay. So guys, I have to take the first turn. There is no choice in it anymore. So I can't charge anything in Simon's army, and I don't have much shooting. So now Sai gets the advantage at the end of the game. It's really big, really big. Well, guys, as you can see, these objectives out here are a killing field, man. If I want to come on all these, someone's going to get shot right in the face. So I've decided I'll come for them next turn because I've got my reserves and stuff that can drop in next turn. So if I go for the 2 in the middle of the board, turn 2 or turn 3 would make the most sense because I can actually drop like 3 or 4 units on each of the objectives in the middle of the board, and then I think it would be quite hard for Sai to actually clear them. Whereas if I go for them turn 1 with 1 unit, he can pick that off pretty easily with 3 big knights. So, you know, I'm hoping that next turn or turn 3, I can drop down in ways where I can kind of put 3 units down and all 3 knights won't be able to see all 3 units kind of thing. So each knight's got to finish a unit, and I've got things like transhuman, and I've got a repulsor and stuff like that. So I'm hoping later on in the game, I can run out and grab those kind of objectives. But turn 1, I've just done something simple. Like you can see, guys, there were 9 CPs on my sheet at the start of my movement. Now I'm down to 7. So what I've done is I've spent 1 to do Upon Wings of Fire. I believe it's called Upon Wings of Fire. And that lets me pick a jump pack core unit off the board and bring them back in my next reinforcements step next turn. So I picked up my 8-man Death Company unit, and they've gone into reserve. And I also used Forlorn Fury before the start of the turn on the 5-man Death Company unit, so they were here, and they moved 12 inches over here, and then they moved like another 9 inches behind this wall. Now you'll notice they're behind this wall. They are an inch away from the walls all the way around, so Sai can't charge me on this side. It's obscuring, of course, is more than 5 inches tall, so Sai can't charge me on this side. He can't see me through the windows with these knights, and then also this Castellan Simon needs to walk to here. He needs to bring his base to here to be able to see that squad. Now that point is bang on 10 away from the Castellan, but he has to come 3 inches around the ruin that he's behind. So he can't physically make it to there. And also the forest would take 2 inches off his move as well. So that Castellan can't shoot them turn 1. So basically these boys can't get shot turn 1 because Side doesn't have any top hatches, no iron storm pots. So these boys can't get shot turn 1, but they can be charged. So I can walk, if he comes 12, it's to about here, then he could full tilt, and then it's only like a 5-inch charge on that side. If he tries the same on this side, it's like the forest will slow him down and he's 9 away, and he need like an 11. So this way he can get like a 5-inch charge if he rolls a 6 on his advance. This way it's like an 11. So he can charge that Death Company squad, but it would mean that his knight would have to be like here to charge me. And then that means these Sanguinary Guard can auto-charge it next turn. The Librarian Dread can auto-charge it next turn. And then I've got a squad of Sanguinary Guard in here who would need like a 4-inch charge on it next turn. So what I've done is I've put that Death Company unit with the triple hammers right in the middle of the board. And that means if Side tries to come and clear them in combat or come for these objectives, they can jump out and react. And also the guys that I've got in my ruins can jump out and react to it. The Libby Dread's gone right here. Looks like he's out in the open, but he's 2.7 away from this wall. Because remember, I've got Sanguinary Guard inside there that are a millimeter away. So he's within 3 of the Sanguinary Guard in there, meaning that, of course, he's a character with less than 9 wounds. So he can't be targeted with the Lookout Sir rule unless he's the closest enemy unit. But these Death Company at the front, the 5-man Death Company unit, because they'll be the closest to whatever Side fires, he can't shoot the Libby Dread because he's within 3 of the Sanguinary Guard. And also, I've put him right there because that's the perfect place to put him, because if he gets wings off, he can move 12 inches, and he's within 15 of them. So if he goes 12 inches over here, then the Lookout Sir rule activates with them and he can't get shot again. And then he's smack bang, he's standing in the center of the board, right in the middle of the board, my Libby Dread. My Sanguinary Guard that are in here, they chose to stay in there and it's from the walls, and that's because they're doing my first scrambler. They're doing my deployment zone scrambler. Because the thing here as well, guys, my 2 units of Death Company, they're not allowed to do any actions. Death Company are so like bloodthirsty and battle craved that they can't do any actions. So I know I had that unit of Death Company that's moved into the middle of the board and it's just a normal move, but they can't actually raise a banner because I would have liked to raise the middle one, turn 1. So what I've done instead is I've raised this one over here, raised my deployment zone banner with those Sanguinary Guard.
So that one's raised. That's one.
Oh no, sorry, not banner. Deploy scramblers.
Sorry,
They've done my deployment zones deploy scramblers. So that's 1 done. 1 down, 2 to go. These Sanguinary Guard have just moved right up against the wall. They're just a millimeter away from that wall, as you can see. So the obscuring terrain still blocking them, and they're still within 3 of the Sanguinary Priest to kind of shield him. And the Sanguinary Priest, as you can see, has stayed on the forest. So the shield breaker missile is still -1 to hit him. My repulsor has stayed an inch away from the walls as well because I don't really want to get shot. But the cool thing is, I have a wounds characteristic of 16, so the ruin is obscuring for me. Sai's got a wound characteristic of more than 18. So my repulsor can see him through the ruin though, because there are windows on the front. So through the windows, I can see this knight on the end, but it can't see me. So I'll be able to shoot 2 las cannon shots in my turn 1. Very exciting, very exciting.
Yeah, one of the most frustrating things about knights is you can see them all the time.
Yep, and I'm well in range, and it's only the twin las cannon. It's only the twin las cannon I can shoot. But if it goes off, you never know. It could do like 7-8 damage, which would be quite nice. The only thing I have to check is it does have a Hunter Slayer missile on it, which is a new thing. And I don't know if you have to fire that. So I'll just, sometimes you have to fire them on the first time you can shoot. Don't know if you have to do that, so I'll just double check. Okay, guys. So I've checked my powers and stuff, and I've checked the Hunter Slayer. I think you can fire the Hunter Slayer in any turn you want, but I'm going to fire it first turn anyway, because I've just found out, by reading my actual codex, that the Hunter Slayer missile doesn't need line of sight. It can shoot at targets that are not visible to the bearer. So what I can do is I can fire my twin las cannon, through the window at this Crusader over here, but I'd be going over the forest. So I'll fire my las cannon there because I want to fire my las cannon every turn anyway. But I wouldn't want to fire my once per game Hunter Slayer missile with -1 to hit over the forest. But because it's out of line of sight, I can shoot it at the Castellan on the end. And the cool thing is I don't have to pass over the forest. because the forest is here, but I just have to, even though I don't need line of sight, I still have to draw a line going from my model to the Castellan. So what I could do is I could draw a line from the back of my repulsor that goes way, way away from the forest that can see the entirety of the Castellan. So I wouldn't be -1 to hit. So that's a cool thing to do. And powers come first though, guys. Just in case, no, because just in case Sai comes round to me, because what I am going to do is I want to wings this guy. I want to wings him over here. So just in case Sai comes and charges my Death Company, my Libby Dread might be able to heroic intervene. So I want to give him as many attacks as I possibly can. So I'm going to cast Quickening on him.
So cast Quickening.
5 and a 1. So it's a 6. That just about goes off.
Right,
so he gets plus D3 to his attacks characteristic until the start of my next Psychic phase. 3. So he gets +3 to his attacks. I'll just put a little dice with a 3 on it next to him. He gets +3 attacks until my next Psychic phase.
Pretty good so far, but this is the big one.
Awesome. And then Wings of Sanguinius doesn't go off. Do
you want to spend CP to reroll that?
Spend a CP on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I will.
It's pretty important.
Yeah,
I
I'll
think you
spend a
need
CP to wings.
Let's see then.
No, it doesn't go off.
Oh, no wings this turn. Okay.
That's okay. It's not the end of the world. CP, losing the CP's not nice.
Like
But
we've,
it's okay.
like we've said, though, he's positioned where he's really safe anyway. I don't think I'm going to be able to shoot him in my shooting phase next turn. So
Yeah, all it does is just lose me a little bit of flexibility, guys. Because if it would have gone off, he would have just moved to here, and then he had a bigger range next turn. But it's not the end of the world. He's still in a decent place.
So if I do fancy my chances of charging this Death Company, he could have been there to support them next turn, but now he's just going to have to.
He's good.
Normally.
He's good. He's fine. He's going to charge whatever the hell he wants next turn anyway, because I'll just roll an 11-inch charge. That's it. That's the attitude you got to have, guys. Right. Then the repulsor, the interesting thing of my turn, shooting phase. So I'm going to fire 2 las cannon shots at this knight over here, and 1 Hunter Slayer shot at the Castellan.
So
right, let's see what they are. 4s and 3s.
So the white dice is the Hunter Slayer.
They all hit. Every single one. Wicked. Even the ones through the forest. Okay, making up for the Psychic phase here.
So do you want to do these 2 separately, and we'll do the...
No, we're Strength 9 and Strength 10, so they're all wounding on 3s.
Okay.
Here we are, 3s to wound. And I will use a CP on this one. Let's try and get max damage through. They all wound as well. That's really good.
So, Manny, I assume you're shooting this knight on the end.
Yep.
So this is the one with the Iron Bulwark.
Nice, so he's got a 4 up.
So he's got a 4 up, so I get 2 4-up invulnerable saves. Get out of it.
Yes,
absolutely no damage there.
That's the way to do it.
And I'm not going to spend any CP to rotate, because it's free CP to rotate on this guy.
Oh, yes.
So I'm going to risk it and just take a 5-up invuln. And he does fail
that one.
So I could CP reroll that, but I think I'm not going to bother, because I'm convinced Manny's only going to roll 3 damage for this.
Oh, here we are, guys. Roll a 6. It's 2 damage.
Okay, here we go. So
There
only
we are,
2 damage.
He's tried. This repulsor has tried. And at least the once per game thing is the one that did that. I'm happy with that, even though it's only a 2. The last cannons did nothing, but they can fire every turn. At least the once per game missile did something. I'm happy with that. So we've taken 2 wounds off of Castellan. We've done our first scrambler. We've moved our units into a better position, and we've moved 1 unit to come in the next reinforcement step. And the Libby's in a good place. So I'm pretty happy with that. We haven't scored any points yet, but like I say, we've done the first scrambler. So that's good enough for me. Let's see what Sai can do.
Okay, not much movement for me. All I've done is I've moved my armigers from the side down to screen out my big knights from potentially these guys with the thunder hammers here.
Death Company in the room. Oh yeah.
So that's quite nice. So they've moved to there. I've got strats where if he does fancy going around the ruins into them, I can still heroically intervene, which is
Very
quite nice.
That's cool. That's cool.
The Castellan, he took 2 wounds, but he got a wound back.
Yeah,
because
he's only taken 1
they're a mechanical
wound.
knight, so he's taken a single wound, so pretty happy with that. The only thing I've got line of sight to is the Librarian, but I can't target him because he's obviously flinches from these guys.
Not scared. Look at him standing out in the open.
They're the
He's
closest.
like, come on, bro. Come and charge me. Look how diddy he is. Charge him, Si. Charge him.
It's going to be a bit of a charge, but I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go into my shooting phase. And what I'm going to do,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to spend 3 CP
Oh, there he goes.
to use my shield breaker missile
here we
to
go.
target characters.
Oh, look at that secondary. He can hear it. He can hear it soaring through the sky. But look, guys, he's hugging a forest. He's hugging a forest. So Sai is -1 to hit here.
I am -1.
So you hit me on a 4, aren't you?
I hit you on a 4.
Hit me on a 4, aren't you?
Not a problem though. I'm going to
Oh, the secondary
boss
priest
this
could
roll.
survive. It'd be
Here we-
incredible if he survived this.
Here we go. 4s to hit.
Go on, waste 4 CP.
Hits.
It hits. Wounds on a 2.
Wounds.
It wounds.
It goes
I don't get a save.
straight through.
So it's just damage.
Just damage.
Go on, Sai. It's a 2.
I will CP that.
Yeah, that's it. 4th CP. Roll a 1. 3. So
Only
it can't
3.
kill
Can't
me
kill
because I
him.
have 4 wounds. But I do have a 6 of feel no pain
You
against
do
this.
have
If I could have
6
3 dice, please, Sai.
You do have 6. Feel no pains.
Thank you very much. Come on, if he passes one of these, that'd be awesome. Nope, he takes all 3, so he has
damage.
1 wound remaining.
Oh,
But
disappointing.
he has survived. He's taken 4 CPs off Sai.
4 CP.
And he has 1 wound left. At least it might cost Sai another shield breaker now. Which is cool. I've got one wound left. Oh, look at him.
Oh,
Look at him.
disappointing. Almost got him.
Almost got him.
Almost got him.
Almost pipped him.
But
Almost pipped
but
him.
that's fine. I'm starting to on.
Well, he's
one
very
objective.
badly damaged. So if you do that again and you just wound him, he's basically
So
dead.
here's a question: can he give himself his wounds?
I,
back
no, I
with
don't.
ability?
I don't believe he can heal himself. I believe it's an infantry, it's a infantry core unit. I believe within.
So he can't
within
affect himself. So he's
I don't
he
think
is
he can
stuck
heal
on a
himself.
single wound. So that might be good for me later on because he will be an assassinate target.
Of
for me
course,
later.
yeah, of course.
With that, it's going to be a very, very fast turn 1 for me. Not a lot else to do.
Yeah, it's pretty fast on both of us. He shot
Yeah.
1 shot. I shot 3 shots.
Yeah, but we have spent
was
a
a
lot
turn
of
one.
CP. So
Yes, that has stopped Sai getting his first assassinate for the time being, and also Sai hasn't got engaged on all fronts turn 1. He hasn't got engaged on all fronts turn 1. He had to screen off with those baby knights, but they're in a good position to be able to just go 14 and get it next turn, aren't they?
hopefully,
Yep.
we'll see what happens next
So you
turn.
can get an engage on all fronts next turn. Right, let's see what happens in my turn. Right, Simon's being cowardly, guys, of course. Not very Krast-like for these knights running to the back of their board. Very, very cowardly, but we've gotta go in and do what Blood Angels do, right? We're gonna give it to them. We've gotta give it to them. The Death Company that we're behind here, guys. Death Company unit that's behind here has jumped out here. So they're hopefully gonna charge this Warglaive. I've dropped a CP, guys, because I'm doing Wisdom of the Ancients on my Librarian Dreadnought. So friendly core units within 6 inches of him, I'm going to give them Rights of Battle. So they get reroll 1s to hit. I'm planning on, he's moved 6 inches here. Then I'm planning on wings in him, moving him 12 over here. And then he's got a 3-inch charge to this Warglaive. If I move him 12 over here, he'll be within 4. And then it's a 3-inch charge for him to get into this Warglaive. And these boys that I sent up into reserve with Upon Wings of Fire last turn they've deep struck back in now. And of course it's a 9-inch charge for them to get into the Warglaive. But of course, because I'm Blood Angel, I get +1 to my charges. So it's only an 8. I'm hoping with an 8-inch rerollable charge, they can get in. And then what I can do is these boys These boys will charge this Warglaive. The Librarian Dreadnought will charge this Warglaive, and these boys will charge this Warglaive on the end. The big knights won't be able to heroically intervene. Hopefully I can kill 2 of the baby ones. I'm trying to kill 2. Trying to kill 2 of these little baby ones. If I can kill 2 of them, and my units are here, Death Company, Libby Dread, Simon can't come within an inch of me. He can't walk over me. He can only fall back over infantry units. He can't walk over me, so he will be trapped in his deployment zone for 1 turn. I know he'll kill all 3 of them. He'll kill these Death Company, he'll kill these Death Company, and he'll kill the Libby Dread. But I will have killed 2 of his baby knights, stolen that objective from him, so he'll get no primaries. He'll get no primaries this turn. And then he's trapped there for 1 turn, killing all my Death Company. It's not really trapped. He's killing all my Death Company units, but it means that nobody can shoot these boys now. So they were behind this wall over here, and they rolled a 6, didn't they, Si?
Of course they did. Of course they rolled a 6.
They rolled a 6, and they advanced 18 inches over here. So to see them down this line, around this piece of obscuring terrain, Simon has to come to here, which is very easy for him. It's very easy for him, but my Libby Dread's going to be there, so he can't actually do it. So, you know, the way the board is, Simon can actually move to get line of sight, so I've got to try and block him now by feeding him units. He will kill whatever I feed him, but it will keep other units safe to be able to jump forward and do the same thing again next turn. So that's what I'm trying to do. So he won't physically be able to move to shoot them this way, and that way. Of course, there's this thing in the middle, and he can't walk over my Death Company, so he can't come to here. This way, the Castellan can only move 10 inches. So this side of the Castellan's base can get to here. So the Castellan can shoot them. He can shoot them. But if the Castellan moves here, he's the only knight on the board that can see this unit of Sanguinary Guard, this unit of Sanguinary Guard, and that unit of Sanguinary Guard. So he's going to have a tough decision as to who he wants to shoot. So I can't stop. I can't stop that Castellan shooting my Sanguinary Guard. That is going to happen. The only thing I can do is give him too many things to shoot. So he's got to decide. He can see those Sanguinary Guard, and those Sanguinary Guard. And of course, my Sanguinary, those Sanguinary Guard went 18 as well. They rolled a 6 and went 18 from there to there. The Sanguinary only rolled like a 4, but he just needed to get onto the objective within 3 of them. So he can't be targeted again. And then the last thing was this repulsor, guys. This repulsor just moved 6 inches sideways, 4 inches forward, and basically it can see the knights over the obscuring terrain, because obscuring terrain doesn't work for the knights. But the knights with true line of sight can't actually see me because this is infinitely tall. This is obscuring, so the knights can't see my repulsor. The Castellan, of course, after the Castellan moves that way, he will be able to see the repulsor. But like I said again, guys, he's going to have to decide between these Sanguinary Guard, these Sanguinary Guard, these Sanguinary Guard, and the repulsor then. And that's what I'm hoping is going to keep some of my units alive. I'm hoping that because I've given Sai too many things to shoot, hopefully, fingers crossed, he can't kill all of them in one go. And I do have my my intercessors in there, my assault intercessors in there.
Yeah, we do have a 10-man intercessor squad that's still in here, which is annoying because they're going to be frustrated to deal with late game.
Yeah, exactly. So they're
still lose amount of shots.
They're still in there, and the Sanguinor is still in reserve, guys. He's waiting patiently.
Still there.
He's waiting patiently.
But it's fine. I'm not worried because you're going to fail wings again.
Absolutely. Hopefully it goes off this time, guys. It only goes off. It only fails on a 1, 2, 3, or 4, on a 2, 3, or 4 because that's the only things you can roll. On a 5, it goes off on a 6+.
Yep.
I really need it too because I've spent the CPs. I've spent the CPs to do the wisdom of the ancients on him, so I need it to go off now. So let's go into psychic phase. So I will try wings first because it's the most important one, and it doesn't go off.
Ooh.
So I will have to spend a CP to re-roll that. And now it does go off on an 11. So I've used the CP again, guys. I was hoping to not have to spend a CP in the psych phase. So over here, my CPs go down to 4. I was hoping not to do that. I was hoping not to have to do that because I've got some defensive strats I can use when Sai shoots me next turn. So, yep.
But he makes the wings. So
Libby Dread moves 12.
Thing, so this is going to hurt.
There we are. And he can ignore the forest because he gets fly for this move. And like we were saying, he's just in 4 there because he was 16 away. And then his second power, he's going to try Quickening, because it gives him plus D3 attacks. And rerollable charges. That also goes off. Let's see how many extra attacks he gets. 2. So he gets plus 2 attacks. I'll put a little dice with a 2 on it next to him, guys. He gets plus 2 attacks until my next psychic phase. That's cool. That helps. That helps.
It does.
That's cool. Okay, so that's psychic phase done. Shooting phase, all I've got is a few pistols and the repulsor.
You do.
So the repulsor here, I mean, I'm just going to check because he could be within 30 inches. Oh, he's just not. He's not within 30 of the big ones, and the big ones are the only ones he can see. Yep, the big ones. You can see this little baby one on the end. Oh, that one's within 30. And look, you can see straight through the ruins there. But he will be going over the forest. Will be going over the forest. So the Onslaught Gatling Cannon, and the Iron Hails, Stubbers and stuff, they will all go into this knight here. This baby knight here. Yep. And then the twin las cannons will go. The Castellan's taken 1 wound, hasn't he?
It's taken a single wound.
So we'll go into the Castellan again.
Okay.
We'll go into the Castellan again. For that. Would you like to rotate, Si? Because I know it's 3 CP for you,
It's
isn't
3
it?
CP, so no. I'm
No?
not going to.
Okay.
I'm gonna chance that
Okay.
you don't roll well on damage.
So I'll do my las cannons into the Castellan. Double hits.
3s.
1 wound.
I'll take it.
Oh.
Do you want to start running your CP
Yeah, I'm
down?
going to CP it. Let's do it. Yeah,
Oh.
2 invulnerable, Si.
It's fine because I'm going to double 5 it again.
5 ups.
There
One
you go,
goes
one
through. That's cool. Roll a 6 this time. It's a 3.
3.
Okay, that's cool. We've done some
Okay.
down. We're slowly taking him down.
Okay.
Slowly taking him down. We're down to 3 CP. So what's he on at
You're
the
on
moment?
27.
27, so he's down to 24.
He's down to a normal knight. Congratulations.
This is a really cool wound counter. I like this.
Yeah, David.
He's down to a normal knight. We've
Yeah.
pulled it. We've dragged him down to a lowly Questoris knight.
Yeah. These are David's little wound markers. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
So he's
awesome.
down. So you've got 3 normal knights to deal with now, Manny.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh no. I'm getting there. Guys. We're gonna pull him down. Slowly. And then my onslaught Gatling cannon into this knight on the end. 4s to hit.
It's not too bad. I'm top
And
of
then
7 on
5 to
these.
wound. No wounds.
Not at all.
And the Iron Hells. I know it's got a 1. I believe it has 2, but I know it's got 1, so let's do 1. 2 hits. No wounds. Okay, it's cool. It's done more than last time. It did 2 wounds.
Yeah.
2 wounds last turn. It's done 3 wounds this turn. Hopefully next turn it'll do 4 wounds. But actually, that Castellan, remember guys, if it moves 10 that way, it can Volcano Lance me. It can Volcano Cannon me. So that could
Yeah.
come. Right, that's that. I've got some pistols. I believe if you take a Thunderhammer, you lose your pistol. So I think I've only got 2 pistols there into that baby knight that they're going to try and
Nice.
charge. 2 hits. 1 wound.
One
And of course,
wound.
yep, there you are.
And just a free up armor save, which I pass.
Awesome. And a crack grenade. Nope.
Enough of the grenade.
The Libby Dread could fire his Storm Bolter. Because of course
Yes.
it's just moved.
I assume he's going into the middle one. which
Yeah,
one
he's
is-
gonna. He's not gonna go for the one that he's charging because he's flat 3 damage.
Oh, okay.
So he'll go for the one that they're gonna charge.
Okay.
3
2
hits. 2 wounds. Hey, just
Yeah,
normals.
just-
It's a Storm Bolter, so -1.
Oh yes,
That has to
we
be
are
Tactical
in the
Doctrine,
Doctrine,
yeah.
so 4 up saves. Buddy bosses it, no
All good.
problems at all.
All good. They're not caring at the moment. They're not
No
caring at the moment.
issues from the shooting phase.
And that is all I have. That is all I've got there, guys. So other than that, charges. Whew, we're gonna make some charges now, guys. We're gonna make some charges. So these boys here can't fail, but I'll roll their charge anyway. See how far they can go.
So are they only charging the one?
Just the Armiger.
Okay.
Just the Armiger.
So I'm not going to overwatch with this one.
4 inches.
And they're in with no problems.
Yes, and then the Libby Dread.
So I am tempted to overwatch it because that's I have 2 a melter gun and a thermal spear.
Yep.
So if I hit with either of them, that could be just some nice damage onto it straight
Could
away.
be some nice damage. It could be some nice damage.
Saves me for some shots later. So
Yep. Which is down to 2 CP.
it does come down, but I'm going to get CP back next turn.
Mhm.
So I think I'm going to do it. I think I
Go
will
for it, man.
spend.
Go for it.
I will spend a CP,
Cool.
and
So
I
you
will
spend a CP, and then you shoot.
grab
Yeah, go
myself
for it.
some dice. Let's
So
get
you've got D3 shots.
I do. So I have D3 shots with the thermal spear.
Cool, man. Cool.
2 shots.
2 shots.
Oh,
double
one. Not great.
And you have a melter gun, though.
I have a melter gun. Nothing
Oh.
at all.
Okay.
Bit of waste of the CP, but that's fine.
It's only 1 CP, so not the end of the world.
You can roll a 3 for your charge.
Double 1.
Oh,
So you can
fail.
re-roll charges with quicken. Not
Oh.
quicken. Quickening.
Quickening.
With the power that he cast. So he does get that off. So he's just going to go. He's going to go and base that knight. And then these boys here, they need to roll an 8, guys, because they got +1 charge for being Blood Angels. It's a 7. I will spend a CP on that because it's very big. It's very, very big. Yes, it's an 8, and we got +1, so it's a 9. We just about get in. Hey, we could make the knights struggle here now, guys. We could make the big one struggle. So I'll just move them in, and then we'll come back and do the attacks. We're going to make some exciting stuff happen here, guys. So at least we managed to get in. So you guys are going to see some combat here. Oh, yeah. The Blood Angels are right in their turn too. It's all the Death Company, guys. Look at that guy. All the Sanguinary Guard. All the Sanguinary Guard are just camping out back. Like, go on, all you Death Company. You just run in. Sitting at the back, they're just like, you just all go run in and die, and then we'll come over and try and do something after you. We'll only come out and do something if we're forced to. That's the Sanguinary Guard way. Right, guys. I'm gonna start with the Dreadnought. I'm gonna start with the Libby Dread because I don't want Sai to interrupt into him, because that could actually be a good choice to do. But if he interrupts into the other 2 squads, it's his last 2 CP. It's his last 2 CP to interrupt. And also, he has to kill 6 guys before he even gets to a hammer in this squad. And he has to kill 2 before he gets to a hammer in that squad. And I can do Refusal to Die and have a 5-up Feel No Pain for 1 CP. When I'm targeted. So I can just wait till Sai decides to use his interrupt and then use it. So the Librarian Dreadnought will go first, guys.
Right. This guy's got a bucket of attacks because of the quickening.
Yeah. So, guys, just going to explain to you quickly. He has 4 attacks. He has 4 attacks base. 4 attacks base. He gets +2 from the quickening that I cast. +1 for charging because he is a Space Marine. So he's got 7 attacks now. And then he gets 1 extra one with the halberd. 1 extra one with the halberd. And they're all over strength 7 with +1 to wound.
You might want to do the halberd separately because D3 +3, that one.
Yeah, that's why it's the white.
Oh,
guys.
you did the white one for that one. Ah,
So here we are, guys. They all hit on 3s because none of them are -1 to hit. He can't give reroll 1 to himself because he's not core. And they're all over strength 7 with +1 to wound. So they're all wounding on 2s. Yeah, it's pretty decent. Right, Sai, you've got that many. 6-up saves. -3.
6 saves, so I could definitely do with a couple here. Not a single one, so he's dead.
He's dead. Those are 3 damage each. So that's 12. That one's D3 +3. So it's 17 damage. So I've killed 1. Could it explode though? That could really hurt.
Explode.
That could hurt me. No, I saw the 6 flash in there.
No, not exploding.
So we've killed a baby one. We've killed 1 baby one, and he's not exploded.
So 1 is dead.
Kapushak! Yeah! So one baby one goes down, and then the Libby Dread can consolidate closer to this one. So at the moment, he's about 1.5 inches away. He's about 1.5 inches from that knight. So he can go 3 inches there, because that means he's like 1.1 away from the knight. So the knight can't hit me. The knight can't hit me, but I'm there to stop this guy from moving further than here next turn, basically. Okay, Sai, would you like to interrupt?
No,
that is the question.
No, I need to save my CP for next turn.
Yeah, you've got a few tasty things you can do in your own
I've got
turn
some
with the
strats I
bigger
use.
knights, right? You want to save the
Absolutely.
CP for the bigger knights?
Absolutely.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
So, which Death Company unit would you like
So
to
I'll do
next?
I'll do the baby unit first. I'll do my little unit first. Well, guys, Death Company have 2 attacks. Two attacks base, +1 for charging because they're Marines, +1 for charging for Black Rage, and then the 2 guys with the chainsword get another one for having a chainsword, so they get 5 each, and the hammers, they get 4 each. So let's do it. It's got 1, 2, 3 hammers. So these guys are hitting on 4s because they're -1. They're -1 to hit. And they're re-rolling 1s for being by the Libby Dread because he did Wisdom of the Ancients in my command phase. Oh, that's made a big difference.
Ooh, wow.
Look at that. Big difference. And these are wounding on 2s as well because they're hammers. That was a good roll. And then Sai's got 5-up saves here because Thunder Hammers are only -2 AP.
Alright, so 5 saves.
Oh, he didn't even try.
No, they're all dead.
Guy's
That's
taking
dead as
18
well.
damage. Can that one explode, Sai? That is the question.
No exploding on that one.
Okay, so he goes down. That was just the hammers. So that guy comes out of there, guys, and I can consolidate with that squad. And I'm going to do the same thing here, except what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay 1 inch away from this knight, so he can't attack me. Can't attack me, but it does get me in front of my Libby Dread, basically. Something like that. But now I have three models on Simon's primary objective, so he won't get any primary points for that. Won't get any primary points for that. And then over here, I can go 3 inches around with these guys that weren't in base, and they can do that. The hammers were in base, so they can't go anywhere. These guys could just move closer to get into base with him. And then this guy has to stay here behind the wall. So he's within half an inch of this guy, so he can attack. But I need these two to be within currency of that one guy. The guy on the end has to be within currency of 2. So he's got that. That's cool. And then they will strike. And, I haven't knocked the CP off here, guys. But I did spend one. I spent Descent of Angels, guys. And that's why their charge was so big. Because I used 1 CP on them when they deep struck in. Because they came in in the reinforcement step of my turn, I did a stratagem called Descent of Angels, and Descent of Angels happens on a core unit, guys, I believe. And what it does, I'll tell you right now, because I have found the card as we speak. Descent of Angels, use a stratagem at the end of your movement phase. Select one Blood Angels core jump pack unit that was set up as reinforcements this phase, which they were. And each time a charge roll is made for that unit, you can ignore any or all modifiers. So I chose not to ignore the +1 to my charge. And then each time a model in that unit makes an attack, add 1 to that attack's hit roll until the end of the turn. So it works in combat too. I thought it was just shooting at the start of the game, but we checked it, and it's just until the end of the turn. So their hammers will go back to hitting on 3s, and I think that squad needs it because they've only got 2 hammers in the squad. They've only got 2 hammers in the squad. So first of all, I'm going to start with the chainswords in this squad because they've got quite a few, and they could do a bit because I'm AP -1 now. Astartes chainswords are AP -1. So there's 6 of them in the squad, and they're 5 attacks each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that one, and then I've got 9 more attacks after this. So these guys are hitting on 2s. These guys hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. So they all hit, and of course I have 9 extra. I wasn't expecting to hit with all of them. So we've got 9 extra dice, hitting on 2s, and they are also rerolling their 1s. All of the chainsword attacks hit, guys. And of course I am strength 4. Simon's toughness 7, so I'd normally wound on 5s, but because I'm Blood Angel, I have +1 to wound. So I'm wounding him on 4s. And I think I can get quite a few wounds through just with the chainsaws, and that should help the hammers. There you are, size. This one he saves.
Thank you very much. I shall open my hand and not hold all these.
There you are. And
so
these are -1s.
4 up
These are 4-ups.
saves.
Oh,
That's terrible. That might have just killed him.
that is very unlucky. Very, very unlucky. That is 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 wounds.
Got a wound left.
So he has 1 wound left. He has 1 wound left, and I've got 2 hammers. So I've got 4, 8 attacks with the hammers. So they're hitting on 3s now with my strat. And they don't roll any 3s. You're rolling the 1, 2. There's no 3s. My stratagem made 0 difference. No, waste of a CP. But that is incredible hit rolling, guys. 7 hits on 4 pluses. That's insane. Oh, and then 6 wounds. Wow.
So do these all just need to be 5s, right?
These are all just
All
need
need
to
to
be
be
5s.
5s.
No, that's 15 damage. Wow. These little units of Death Company are doing really well.
26 damage.
Yeah.
Not bad.
That one
That's
doesn't
still
explode
no
either.
exploding.
Wow. Okay. So we have accomplished what we set out to do, guys. We killed 3 baby knights. Unfortunately, that doesn't give us any Titan Hunters, guys. That doesn't give us any Titan Hunter points because they're not big Titanic ones. But it kills Simon's screen. So at least he can't do that again. Like, he can't force me to charge little ones again. And I know I've given away a lot of units that are going to die here. My Death Company, my 5-man Death Company are pretty much guaranteed dead. And so are the 7-man, because he's got so much shooting from these two Crusaders. And when he charges me, he's Krast. I'm hoping that the Libby Dread might be able to swing before he dies. And actually do something. So these boys can go 3 inches closer to you now, like that. and they're just going to come in a little bit of a ball around here. So basically, Simon here can't really move to get anywhere, and he can't get close by staying an inch away from both squads. He can't get closer to the Librarian Dreadnought, so he's going to have to clear both squads away before he can shoot the Librarian Dreadnought. So I'm hoping it will take the shooting off both of them to kill all of them. Then he'll have to charge to kill the Libby Dread, in which case I can actually do something if I survive. I can attack him back. I'm hoping the Libby Dread can do that. I know it's a long shot, guys. I think I will lose. I think I will lose all 3 of those squads that I've put forward there. But if Simon's charged me, it means the Sanguinary Guard next turn, they can have a pretty small charge. So I could go back in next turn and get some combat going. And if the Castellan wants to put his shooting into there as well, he's not going to be moving around that side to shoot all the Sanguinary Guard and the Repulsor. So I've given Simon a lot of choices here. I don't have very many units in my army to chuck 3 away like that. He's basically chucking away half of my damage, but I still have the other half of my damage. And if Simon doesn't shoot that stuff because he's busy clearing these, it could mean that I can get in combat with some more juicy stuff. And of course, the Sanguinor's still waiting for Simon to make a charge. And there, so guys, I did come down and I scrambled in Simon's deployment zone with those Sanguinary Guard over there, guys.
These guys,
these ones here, they came down 9. They came down 9 away from the Baby Knights and from the Crusader over here behind this wall. And they did scramblers. They did deploy scramblers. So I've now scrambled in my deployment zone last turn, and I've scrambled in Simon's deployment zone this turn. Next turn, who knows? I've just got to do a scrambler in the middle of the board, and I'll get 10 points for that secondary. But they've also got me Relentless Assault, because I've got 1 unit in Simon's... Well, I've got 2 units. 2 units completely in Simon's deployment zone, and there are no enemy units in my deployment zone. So that gets me 4 points. Relentless Assault, guys. Relentless Assault was the Blood Angel specific secondary I took. I get 4 points at the end of my turn. If there are more of my units in my enemy's deployment zone, then there are enemy units in my deployment zone. So I thought it was a good one to apply as much pressure as I can. So I've got no Titan Hunters yet. I've got 4 Relentless Assault, and I'm working towards Scramblers. But I've stopped Sai getting any primaries this turn. So I think that's a bit of a good turn for me. That's a result. I'm really glad I made those charges and killed all 3 of the baby ones, because it takes Sai's screen away.
Right, not been left with a lot of options. I've been screened out really well. So I think Manny's right. I think I am forced, unfortunately, to have to go and clear a lot of this. So my aim here is to clear pretty much all of this out now.
Yeah.
But I also want to put some damage onto the Sanguinary Guard.
Oh yeah,
because they are annoying.
Guard, you know, look, guys, they're hiding there in Simon's deployment zone, just behind that ruin.
Because these
but
guys,
the Castellan can see them.
yeah, because these guys will wound me on 2s with the Power Fists.
Oh yes, they have Power Fists.
Yes.
Oh no, they won't. They have Power Fists. They're Strength 8. They're
Yeah.
Strength 8 with
Oh, sorry,
auto
they will
wounds.
be on
They'll wound you on
3s,
3s,
sorry.
which is a lot better than the rest of my guys.
Yep. So I do want to
Yeah.
start putting some damage onto them because they
Yeah.
are annoying to deal with.
The 2 little 5-man units, guys. Remember the two little 5-man units have got Power Fists.
Yes.
So they do wound. Yeah, they do wound you on 3s with their +1 to wound.
Yes. So that is the plan.
Look at this
So
Castellan.
I've
he's within 6 inches of me there, guys, so he can melt to me, and his D6 +2 damage. So he will just everyone that goes through automatically kills the Sanguinary Guard.
So I need
Awesome,
that.
Si.
So it's going to be pretty
thinking?
fast
What are you
being a
thinking?
knight. I'm going to do the Crusader here first.
Oh yes, that Crusader's going first. Who's he going to shoot at?
He's going to shoot into the 5-man squad with the 3 hammers here.
Into the 5-man squad. Okay.
Is
I'm not going to use any stratagems.
so this is the one with endless. No, this is the one that rerolls 1s to hit. This one.
Who else wants that?
This one rerolls 1s to hit. So
Okay.
we're going to do the. Oh, all the dice are over here now.
He's got Melter as
He
well.
has. So I'm going to fire the most dangerous weapon on it. The stubber first.
Okay.
So I'm hitting you on 3s. Ooh, oh, I need that in a minute. I wound you on 4s. Now, I'll do 2 wounds at the stubber. There's no AP on them.
It's cool. I've got a 3-up save. And I've got a 6 up Finna Paints.
Yeah,
Hey,
stubber.
nice.
Stubber kills the death company.
Yeah, you got lucky there, Si.
Yeah, real lucky.
That was a bad order to fire in because you fired the 1 damage stuff at 2 wound models first.
Ah, well. Doesn't
You
matter.
killed him.
I did.
So you didn't get punished.
Nope.
You didn't get
Didn't
punished.
get punished for it, which is
What's
pretty funny.
next?
So I'm going to save the flame until last.
Oh, yes, there you go.
Surprisingly.
That's how you do it, mate. That's how you do it.
12. So this is the Avenged Gatling Cannon.
Yep.
Only the 2 to re-roll. That's pretty good.
Yeah, nice. That's nice. That's nice.
And strength 6, so you on 3s. And that is also not terrible
pretty
either.
Good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yep, so I've got
5,
5
6,
up saves.
7 of those, and they're 2 damage apiece.
Oh, yes, 5 go through. So 5 go through, and I've got Feel No Pains. So the first one, he saves one. And then he takes the second one, and he's dead. The third one goes on the next guy. Double pass. So the fourth one goes on him. He's dead. And then the fifth one goes on the next guy along. Oh, he passes one. So they've rolled really, really well there. Really, really well, guys. But that does mean we've lost 2 of them. And the next one takes a wound. So they are not a 3-man unit anymore. So they don't stop the Librarian Dreadnought from getting shot. And that's what Simon wanted.
It is, but I've still got more weapons to fire at them. So
Yes,
I've
you
got
have. Yeah, you've got more
thermal
weapons.
cannon.
You've got more weapons to fire at them.
Thermal cannon going into next. Here we go. So how many shots does the thermal cannon get? It gets a single shot.
One shot!
Hits on 3s. It hits. Wounds on 2s. It wounds.
Straight through.
Straight through. It's just D6 damage. It is 3 damage.
Ooh, can he 666 it? No, he can't. That guy on 1 wound is dead. But we still got a hammer guy, and Simon's got a flamer.
I have Flamer.
Have you flamer?
Flamer's going to finish him off now.
Okay. Oh, with one shot he's not?
No, it's not. That's fine. Down to 1 guy. Doesn't
wound.
Mm.
Hey, I'm happy, guys. I've got
Okay.
1 guy alive. I've got one guy
It's annoying because he does have a hammer. I'm going to have to just kill him in combat.
Yes, you
Oh
are.
well.
Yes, you are.
Never mind.
Okay, so
Right.
who's next?
Next one is going to be the Castellan.
Oh, the Castellan.
So I'm going to put the...
Yeah, he's got a bucket on his shoulders. Where they all
I'm
go
going to
in.
put the melters into the Sanguinary Guard.
Of course, of
And
course.
everything else except the missile is going into the big squad of Death Company on this
Death
side.
Company squad. So what have you got going into these Death Company things?
So I've got a volcano cannon.
Got a volcano cannon.
I've got a Cause Wrath, my relic,
Cool, Wrath.
which is 2 damage standard, 3 overcharge, so it's
Yep.
quite nice. So if you do want to pop that 5+ strat for your saves, take more of them. Nice.
Awesome.
I've got 2 siege breaker cannons as well, so 2d3 shots each, so it's
Awesome.
quite nice.
Awesome.
So a decent amount of shooting going into
Yeah,
them.
that could do quite a bit.
Yeah,
So
hopefully.
yes, are you overcharging, sir?
I think we're going to have to overcharge.
Very nice.
I'm
Very
gonna
nice.
have to
Yeah,
overcharge.
because every 6 up feel no pain that I pass could have just stopped the 2 damage thing.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna have to roll really, really well, guys.
Before I
to try-
forget,
to try and keep any of them
before I forget,
alive.
I get a wound back.
Yes, yes, you do.
Before I forget.
Yes, you do get a wound.
So I'm going to do the melter guns first into the Sanguinary Guard.
Perfect, perfect.
So
Go for it.
4 shots of them. I'm
Perfect.
hitting you on 3s, 3 hits. I'm wounding you on 2s. 2 wounds.
2 wounds, very nice. 2 wounds, and they're -4.
They're
aren't they?
-4.
Of course, I'm not touching the ruin, guys. I'm not touching the ruin because I want it to be obscured. So that means I've got a 2 up save, -4, 6 up save. No, goes through. So that's 2 Sanguinary Guard, auto dead.
Yep, also dead. We don't need to
Very
roll anything
nice.
else, so I'll take that.
Oof, nice. That's a 70-point melter gun shot. That's very nice. 1, 2 guys dead. There we are, guys. 3 guys left there, staring down the Castellan.
Right,
And then you've
right.
got the rest of your shots.
I
out.
have. So this is where my Warlord trait comes into use. So I've
Oh,
got
nice.
Cold
Oh, nice.
Eradication.
And what does that
So,
do?
so for every weapon I have that rolls a random amount of shots, which is pretty much everything else, I roll an extra dice and discard whichever one I want.
Very cool.
So it's
Very,
pretty
very
cool.
Very, very
So
cool.
let's do the.
Volcano.
Let's do the Siege Breakers first, actually. I think because they are.
No, because they can. If I pass a feel no pain. it
Oh,
will be
yeah,
the
of course
Volcano
it'll-
cannon will kill a guy on 1 move.
Yeah, you are right. That is a good point. So Volcano Cannon.
Volcano
So I roll 2 dice with the highest. 5 shots.
Very nice. Very, very nice. All the 1s and 2s, sorry. All the 1s and 2s.
Ooh, there's a couple.
Hey!
2s. 3 wounds.
Nice, they're just straight through, aren't they?
They are straight through, and
Awesome.
they're 3d3
damage
each. So the
each.
first one,
I'm not going to roll
6,
that.
7,
That's fine.
1, 2, 3, 4
Oh,
damage.
that one on my roll. And the next one?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5
Okay.
damage.
So I'll roll the 4 one.
Yep.
So hoping to get 666. No. And then no one else is going to. So that is 3 dead
3 dead.
already, guys. So that's 1, 2, 3 dead already.
Yep.
Oh, there's only 3 more to kill side before you can target my Librarian Dreadnought.
Yeah, so here's the Call's Wrath now.
Yeah, Call's Wrath.
So 3d6 with the highest.
8 shots.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
Freeze.
Oh.
I do take a couple of mortal wounds. That was...
Three-
Oh, no.
One. That's 3 mortal wounds and only 1 hit. 7 misses. That's unlucky. That's unlucky.
Does wound though, because I'm strength 9.
And it's minus...
4.
Nice, straight through.
But 3 damage.
3
So
damage.
3 saves for you.
Can he roll 2 6s? No. He's another one dead. So there are only 2 more that Simon needs to kill, and he's still got his Siegebreaker cannons?
Siegebreaker cannons
Still got
next.
his Siegebreaker cannons.
So they're 2d for each, but obviously I've got
And
an
he takes
extra
3
dice.
mortal wounds, doesn't he, sir?
Oh, he does take 3
Three
mortal
more
wounds to
wounds.
himself.
Wow. What's he down to?
22.
He's done as much damage to himself there as my repulsor has done to him last turn.
That was really unlucky.
Yeah, that was very, very unlucky.
So this will be the first one.
Yep, the first Siegebreaker.
1, 2, 3 shots with that one.
Okay.
And the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots with that one.
Ooh, nice.
So 7 altogether. I hit on freeze.
Ooh, this is dicey, guys. This is dicey now.
Wound you on freeze. I'm strength 7. 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
Now they're only AP -1, but they're
Oh, that's
D3
cool.
damage.
So -1, so I've got a 4-up save here, actually. 2 go through.
Two
So,
through.
you've got to think about this now, guys. 2 go through. Oh, if Sai kills 2, then this guy here can shoot that Libby Dread. But if he only kills 1, I'll take this chainsaw. And then he can't shoot the Libby Dread with that whole Crusader. Am I right in thinking these are the last shots from the Castellan?
They
These
are.
are the
They
last
are
shots
the last shots, yes.
A CP could be big here. But guys, I have 2 CP and I have plans. I have plans that cost me 2 CP. So I
You
I
could
don't
hope
think
I roll
can,
low.
Si.
So you
don't
just
think
hope I roll
can.
low, right?
Yeah, I gotta hope that you roll low on your D3 damages.
Go on, we can do this. We can do this. The
Let's
first
have a
one.
2 side, please. Hey, like that. I mean, you can use a CP. Would you like
I think
to?
I might have to use
It's
a
very
CP.
big. This is
I do. This
the
is
biggest
really
thing
big
of
for
the
me.
turn, I think.
So I will spend a
Biggest
CP
thing
to
of the
reroll
turn.
that and hope I get a better roll.
No, it's 1 damage. So can I pass a 6-up Feel No Pain? No. So then the second one goes on him as well. Oh, and that's also 1 damage. He's got another chance to try and live. No. So he does die, but that is the perfect situation for me here. That guy there dies, and the final 3 stop the last Crusader being able to shoot the Librarian Dreadnought side. So you might have to kill him in combat. You might have to try and kill him in combat, which is what I want, guys, because it means that my Sanguinor can come in.
Yeah,
You can
that's
actually roll the intermediate if
kind of not
side
worked
charges
out well
me.
for me. That's worked out pretty bad for me there. I really needed to have a lot of
Yes,
shots.
to 1 wound, just by 1 guy. Your damage rolls were really unlucky there, and Call's Wrath was really unlucky.
Yeah, it's
Call's Wrath was really unlucky. Right, so what's this Crusader going to do now then, Si? Who's he going to shoot at now?
well. I think
Who's he
he's
gonna
going to have
shoot
to
at?
shoot. I think he's going to have to shoot all his Gatlings. He's going to shoot all his weapons.
Because you still want to kill these 3.
Yeah,
You still want to kill
so I'm going to
these-
have to kill
the 3 of the 2.
everything except the thermal. So the thermal's going to go into this one remaining guy here.
Yeah, into the
And
last
then everything else is going to
everything
go
else.
into that one.
Yeah, everything-
So I'll do
everything
the
else
thermal
into-
cannon first
into the Death
into...
Company?
Yeah, thermal cannon into the one remaining Death Company guy from the other squad.
Okay, yes, let's do that. See how many shots he gets.
4 shots.
Oh, I've got a feeling this Death Company guy's dead.
If I continue rolling like
Oh,
that, hopefully he will be.
Imagine if that was into Librarian Dreadnought.
Yeah, I know. So that's 3 wounds. That's
Wow.
-4.
So, guys, that would have been 3. That would have been 3d6 damage on the Libby Dread. Oof.
And then it does...
So he's just dead.
Well, it does 11, 12 damage to him. So
Yeah, so it would have been 6 would have gone down to a 5, and the 5 would have gone down to a 4.
Yeah.
So that would have done 10 damage.
Yeah,
That would
it
have
would
killed
have
the Librarian
Yeah, it
Dreadnought,
would have
guys. If Sai had managed to shoot that, that's how big that was. The Librarian Dread would have died now. Would have died now. And is this is the one with Endless Fury?
this is Endless Fury, yeah. So
Very nice.
6s give me an extra hit.
Very, very nice.
And it's obviously into the other squad. Ooh, only 1 exploding.
Oh, that was really bad.
That
again.
was unbelievably terrible again, guys. So
Oh, yeah.
1 extra hit.
Whoa.
And you freeze.
3-man unit, though, you probably should still kill them. Oh, they have a chance. They have a chance
Yeah.
here. They have a chance.
Not brilliant.
5-up saves with -2. Oh, triple pass. 1 fails. 2 damage. Can he roll a 6-up Feel No Pain? No. So he's dead, but my 2 hammers have survived, guys. 2 hammers have survived. They will be -6 leadership, though, because they've lost their 6.
So
they've lost their 6 buddies.
The last thing to do now is just the flamer and
Yep.
the stubber.
Heavy flame and the stubber. Yeah,
So-
you could still wipe the hammers here.
Yeah, so I'll just do the heavy flamers shots. 3 shots.
And then I'll do the stubber hits because they're all the same strength.
But they're minus 1 AP and stuff, aren't they? So you want to do the
oh yes, the heavy flame is minus 1 AP. Yeah, so I'll do the heavy flame as wounds. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. So minus 1. So I've got 4 up save against these. Hey, and 6 up in pain. Hey, 1 lives on 1 wound.
Okay, and then the stubber. Stubber hits. Does a single wound.
He could survive. Yeah. So we've got 1 guy on 1 wound. The Thunderhammers have survived. They've done really well there. They've done really, really well there. Let's get one of these. Let's get one of these little wound counter dice out. There we are.
So there's 1 guy left of a Thunderhammer, is it?
So we've got 1. No, 2.
There's 2 left.
He only just took 1 wound from the heavy flamer, nothing from the stubber. So he's okay there. So we've got one guy and a wounded guy, and they're the 2 hammers in the squad. So they have survived, but guys, I'm not going to spend my last 2 CP, to auto pass them. So they will be minus 6 when they take their morale, which could be nasty. But the Libby Dread has survived the shooting phase. So what do you want to do here, Simon?
So I've got some charges, I guess, because I'm out of shooting.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to charge. Well, this guy's obviously going to go into the librarian because he has to go into the librarian.
Okay.
It's whether I charge this guy into both and split his attacks and potentially kill.
Oh, kill the Death Company too.
Yeah.
I see.
Because you've got CP to interrupt, which is why he's kept it.
That's why I've kept it. To interrupt with.
So I think I'm going to have to go into both.
Okay.
So he'll go into both, and 1 will go into the
Libby Dread.
Cool.
And then are you going to go into the Sanguinary Guard?
Yes, and then he'll go into the Sanguinary Guard. So I'm going to do this charge first.
Cool. No worries.
So 8-inch charge, which I'm pretty sure gets me in.
Oh yeah, possibly because he has to go around the wall, doesn't he?
He does get in, which is nice.
Okay.
There.
Awesome.
This guy here.
Oh yeah, these boys, they can't really fail, but they could on a double 1. He's in, and the other guy.
Here, because I also want to be on the objective.
He's gone in there. Of course, you want to be on the objective, and you want to base me, don't you? So
I don't want to base you.
Anything special.
And then this one's going into both.
Very nice.
We've got some decent charges at
He's
least,
in
which
there.
is nice.
I'm just going to decide if I want to bring my Sanguinor in now, guys, and we'll come back to you. There he is, guys. The Sanguinor. He's just appeared from golden light and heroically intervened right into that night to save the Death Company. And guys, I'm going to base my entire strategy here on one thing. So I'm going to spend 1 CP. Spend 1 CP because it's absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. I'm going to spend 1 CP with the Sanguinor to use Angel Sacrifice. So use the strat in the fight phase. Select 1 Blood Angels character from my army, the Sanguinor. Until the end of the phase, each time an enemy unit is selected to fight, if a model in that unit is within engagement range of that character, which this knight is, when your opponent is selecting targets for its attacks, those attacks can only target that character. So it's not like he has to put some attacks into me. The attacks can only target that character. So what I'm hoping is now, because I think what Simon was going to try and do is fight this knight into the Libby Dread, right side?
Yep.
And then if the Libby Dread lived on 1 or 2, you would split some attacks from this knight into him, right, to kill him.
Absolutely.
But now this knight can only attack the Sanguinor. He can only attack the Sanguinor. That means my Death Companies with hammers will be able to hit him too, because he can only attack the Sanguinor.
Yeah, guarantees their survival basically.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, which is nice. It's nice, and also the Libby Dread can only be attacked by 1 knight here. So of course you still attack first.
I still attack
I've
first.
just forced you to hit the Sanguinor with 1 of them.
I have,
That's
and
it.
you've got nothing to interrupt now.
I have
which is
no
nice.
CPs to interrupt.
So I'm going to spend
CP.
some CP.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 1 CP for the Krast strat, controlled aggression.
Oh, for controlled aggression.
Exploding 6s. So every 6
exploding to hit,
every
6
6
to hit.
get an extra
Very
one.
nice, very nice. Who's this on? Sorry, who's
so
fighting
this is
first?
going from this one into the Librarian Dreadnought.
Oh, that guy.
Yep.
That guy into the Librarian Dreadnought.
And I'm going to Titanic feat you.
This Libby Dread is strong, guys.
I have 4 attacks, but I'm going to substitute those for 3 attacks each with my
Very nice.
stampy
Very nice.
feet.
12 attacks. Looking for loads and loads of explosions here, side.
And I'm Krast, and I re-roll.
Yeah, reroll hit rolls. Come on, Libby Dread.
Come on,
Libby
not
Dread.
6s.
Yeah, boy. Oh, that's good.
3 6s.
That's good. 3 6s. And rerolls to hit.
And re-rolls to hit.
That's just more chances to roll 6s. Yeah, another one. Only 2 misses as well. That's big.
I know. So I actually gain 4 extra attacks for the 4 explodings.
That's nice. That's really, really
It's really
nice.
nice, which is what I need.
Strength is higher than my toughness. So
It
you
is.
get 3s.
3s to wins.
Yep, you do. Yeah, you do.
2 out. That's pretty
What-
good.
That
pretty
is really good. That is
Now,
really good.
I
Okay.
do know, Manny, that you are -1 damage on all of these.
Yes, so I could survive here because I've got 5 up saves.
5
Is it
saves,
-2?
only -2.
Come on, 5 up saves, guys. We have passed 3 of them. That could be very, very big. Very, very big.
So,
I think I might use my last CP here to CP one of these because this could be the biggest thing about this turn. This could be very, very
Could
big.
only be-
Okay. Yes, guys, I am going to spend one. This is absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. Yes, I've passed it. Very, very nice. Oh my god. So I've spent my last CP.
so it's 5d3 damage, but you're -1 from
Yes,
each
they're
of
all
these.
they're all D3 -1 damage.
Oh no.
Oh no! So these 2 damages go down to single damage. So it's
5 damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. And
It's
the
a
Libby Dread,
disaster.
the Libby Dread has 8 wounds. Oh, so even with the extra one, it wouldn't have killed him. Even if
No.
it was a 3, it would have gone
No,
down to a
it's a
2.
disaster.
Oh, so there are 5 wounds. 5 wounds done on that Libby Dread, and I believe he has 3 left.
He has got 3
I believe
left.
He has 3 left. So who's next? Who's going to?
So I think we have to go into the Sanguinor, right?
Oh yes, this guy. This guy hitting the Sanguinor.
Now -1 to hit the Sanguinor as well because of his death mask.
Yeah, because he's death mask.
So I need 4s. That's not bad, but I can't get any rerolls because I reroll failed.
Oh,
So,
do you?
Yep. So
Reroll
those,
failed, okay.
even though that I would normally reroll, those all are misses
Oh, okay. Cool. I did not know that.
because they are technically successes and then a -1.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
2s to wound.
Nice.
That
And then I have
many?
4 up invulnerable saves. Oh, he's passed 4. So 2d3 go through. That can still kill him. He's only got 5 wounds. He's not that big of a character. Oh no. Oh, that's 2 1s. So the Sanguinor has just sacrificed himself, but has survived, which is really, really cool. Let's get one of these little wound counters
He's got
for
5
him.
wounds, right?
Come on, friend. Yes, he's got 5 wounds. So the Sanguinor has taken 2. So the Sanguinor now has 3 wounds left.
So I'm going to spend my last CP.
The Sanguinor has got 3 wounds left, guys. And I believe the Librarian Dreadnought also has 3. I will just double check that before we do his attack.
But I'm going to spend my last CP
Oh, you're going to spend your last CP.
for Thunderstomp. On
For
a
Thunderstorm.
4+, you take D3 mortal wounds.
Oh, cool. Is this a hit roll of a 4+? Because I am -1 to hit as well.
It's just on a D6 roll of a 4+.
Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice.
Does? You take
Cool.
D3. This is important.
Yeah.
I really need this now.
Just don't roll a 3.
Ah,
Oh,
no,
it's a
no, it's to
one.
roll
It's
it
a
into 1 wound.
Damn it. So he's down to 2 wounds. Wow, the Sanguinor is just nobly sacrificed
That
himself for the Blood
is
Angels.
an
He survived.
unmitigated disaster for the Knights. Oh dear.
That's because, Si, you cowered at the back of your deployment zone,
But it,
not very Krast-like, so the Blood Angels had to go in there.
unfortunately, that's even
Yeah.
worse for me because
Oh,
now
right.
it means that everything gets to strike back now.
Yeah, everything here. Nothing died, guys. Nothing died.
Nothing died.
And that's to Krast Knights.
It
Absolutely everything's going to get to strike back.
But it's
there.
fine. I'm going to take my vengeance out on
Oh,
the 3
yes.
guys here.
You've got this Castellan to stomp all over the
3.
Sanguinary.
Now are
guard
these
here.
guys -1 to hit as well?
I believe they are. I'll
In-
just check that for you.
I believe it's in combat, I think.
I'll just check that for you.
Yep.
So
Okay.
we are -1 to hit in combat, guys.
Yeah.
We do have the masks, the Sanguinary masks.
So I'm hitting you on 5s with this guy because I'm weapons got 4+ on this one.
Awesome.
So I'm hitting you on 5s. I'm re-rollings 1, 2s, and 3s. That's not bad. All my misses were 1s, 2s,
Pretty
3s.
good. Oh, that's a lot of hits.
It's not too bad at all.
Half of them hit. That's really.
That's all right.
Oh, over half of them hit.
Yeah, so
That's nice. On
2s.
5s.
2s to wound. Oh, there's 1s turning up though.
Oh, 3 1s to wound. There's only 3 of them there, though.
4 up saves
4
though.
up saves because I'm sanguinary. Oh, 3 go through.
There we go, okay. So the first one.
Kills a guy.
Second one.
Kills a guy. Roll to one side. No, kills a guy. He's wiped the unit.
Hey!
Very, very nice. That was
Excellent.
pretty lucky. Cool.
How is it-
So
how
he's
is it the one
smashed the
that's-
ones over
Yeah,
there?
how is it the one that's worse at combat manages to kill off the unit? That's
Yeah,
really-
kill off a unit.
every
yeah.
time.
So
Every
the ones
time.
over there, Si's got lucky with an absolutely trounced a whole unit with a Castellan who's not the best in combat. And these Crusaders over here, even with their Krast rerolls and with what's it called? And with
Thunderstomp, controlled aggression.
and controlled aggression, yeah, and controlled aggression and Thunderstomp, and they've not killed a single guy. And yeah, guys, I did check then. The Libby Dread does have 8 wounds, so he does have three 3 wounds left. And now I'm going to attack back.
We got insanely lucky there, guys. And now we are going to strike back. Strike back over here. So the Libby Dread's going to go last, just because I wanna see where his attacks need to go. And Def Company have a rule called Black Rage, guys, which it gives me a 6-up Feel No Pain and +1 attack when I charge, but also it stops me from falling back. So these Def Company can't fall back from this night. And of course, in my turn, Simon gets to pick the first non-charging unit to fight, so the Def Company will just die for no reason. So I really want to try and nuke this knight if I can get really, really lucky here. So I'm going to go with the Sanguinor first into him, then the Def Company into him, and then see what the Libby Dread needs to do. So Sanguinor's going to go in first, guys. So he has 6 attacks because he remotely intervened. He gets 5 hits, and then he strength 6 with +1 to wound, so he's winning on 4s. Only 2 wounds. And these go straight through though. So they're 2 damage each. So they've done 4 damage. 4 damage to that knight. And then the Def Company, they get 2 attacks each, and then +1 because they got charged, but not 1 for Black Rage. 4s to hit. Only 2 hits. And then wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. And these are 5-ups.
5-ups.
There we go.
They're only AP -2.
And they both go through. So that's another 6 damage. So we've done 10 damage this night now. So we've done 10 damage to him. And how many wounds does he have left, Si? 14?
14 left.
14.
Yeah, he's taking no damage until now.
Ooh, so guys, the Libby Dread. The Libby Dread has got 4 attacks. 4 attacks. He got Quickening off, which gave him +D3 to my next Psychic Phase, which was 2. Then he's got +1 because he's been charged. Then he gets 1 with the Halberd. So he does have 8 attacks. Now that knight's got 14 wounds. So I think I'm going to put everything into that knight. So I'm hitting on 3s with all of it. Ooh, look at that.
That's a few misses.
Half of them fail, guys. So these guys are winning on 2s because they're strength 12 with +1 to wound. This is only strength 8 with +1, so that one's winning on a 3. So 2s and 3s is what we're looking for. Hey, they all wound. And they're -3, so these are 6-up saves for you, Si.
I do get a save, which is nice. That's fine. I just need to roll a few 6s.
Oh, yes. There's 1 there.
But
so we can't kill him.
That's a big one, though.
3 damage. 6 damage, and this one's D3 +3.
Yeah.
Another 4, so that's 10 more damage. Ooh. So we've done 20 damage to that knight, which is really, really good.
He's alive.
Really, really good.
He survives.
So that guy's down to 4 wounds, which is pretty nice going into my turn. I'm happy that I've done that because I have got Titan Hunters, guys, so I do want to try and kill like 2 of these, which would be really cool. Really cool for me.
Big, yeah, because this is my turn and I've lost 20 wounds off one of my knights on my own turn.
So he's lost 20 wounds off his own knight there.
And
he's
I
not
also
killed what
lost
he wanted to kill.
3 wounds off this when he hurt himself in shooting. So
when he hurt himself. He has killed the Sanguinary Guard over there though, and I do need to scramble with somebody in No Man's Land. I need to scramble with somebody in No Man's Land. And also, Si there, he didn't get any assassinate points there, which was very unlucky. He should have got 6. So that was very unlucky.
I've been
he doesn't have any
so close
funds.
to assassinate on every occasion so far.
Yep. Yeah. But over here, guys, Si is only on 1. Si's only on 1 objective here now. But I'm on 1 with the Repulsor that I was on last time. But I beamed up my Sanguinary Priest over here. I ran my Sanguinary Priest over to that one, hoping that Si had to deal with this and not be able to shoot him, which is what happened. So I've got 5 holding 1, 5 holding 2, and 5 holding more than Si. So I am going to get 15 primaries here at the start of my turn, which is very big. So let's see what we can do. Right, guys, we've got some plans here. So, like I said, we don't have very many units. We don't have very many units in this army. So what we've done is these boys over here. These boys over here, they were here. They've moved into the forest. All of them, all 10 of them are on the forest. So if someone wants to shoot them, he'll be -1 to hit. Be -1 to hit, and they're on this objective. and they've just done my final scrambler for me, and they're not gonna shoot, they're not gonna charge, nothing. It's a big unit. It's a big unit to be not doing anything with, but that just got me 10 secondary points. And I'm just hoping to get really high so that when Sai has... Because Sai's going to have 2 or 1 knight left here, I think. I think he should have one or 2. I should kill 1. So he should have 1 or 2 knights left here. And when he shoots me, I'm hoping that I'm high enough on points so that Sai can't make it back towards the end. And this repulsor here, guys. This repulsor has just come forward. It's out of 24 of the Castellan. I couldn't get within 24 of the Castellan. So I can shoot my onslaught Gatling cannon, my twin las cannons, my stubbers and all of that kind of stuff. But I can't shoot like the crack storms and the stormbolters and stuff like that. However, the back of him, you'll notice, because I'm only on one objective. Only on one objective with my Sanguinary Guard. The back of him is within 6 inches of this objective. So that means if Sai nukes the repulsor, the guys inside can get out within 3 inches of the repulsor and be within 3 inches of the objective. Because the repulsor itself is within 6 of the objective. So if I get out within 3 of the repulsor, I'm within 3 of the objective too. So that's for when, not if, when Sai nukes the repulsor, because I can't hide from the Castellan anymore. So I've come out, I'm going to do the first strike, I'm going to hit him with 2 more las cannons, and hopefully we do more damage than we did last time with the las cannons, and we just cripple him a bit. But when he shoots us back, I know we're dead. But this is buying time for everybody else. If the Castellan's shooting him, it's not shooting at these Sanguinary Guard in the forest. These guys have left that objective. They've just jumped over here because somebody needs to go and try and nuke this knight, and they're the boys that are going to try and do it. So the plan is these boys make a charge here. It's a 5-inch charge, and do all of their attacks into him. They get +1 to hit. I know they've got power fist, guys. They're -1 to hit, but they get +1 to hit as their own ability for being within 6 inches of a Blood Angel Warlord, which my Libby Dread is. So if they charge in here, they'll be within 6 of my Warlord. They'll get +1 to hit. They'll be hitting on 3s with their power fists. They now get 5 attacks each, guys. They have 3 attacks base. They get +1 attack for charging because they're Space Marines, and then they get another +1 attack for charging because Savage Echoes is my super doctrine. So of course it's turn 3 now, so I've moved into the Assault Doctrine, and when I'm in the Assault Doctrine, I can use that, and that's really big. That's really, really big. I did want to do Wisdom of the Ancients on the Libby Dread to give everybody reroll ones to hit, but that's my last CP, and I think rerolling a failed charge is more important than giving them reroll ones to hit. So I'm going to save it for them. And yeah, that's it really, guys. Other than that, the Libby Dread is going to try a smite. And Sai based me with both Imperial Knights. So they're both equidistant. So I'm going to choose to smite the one on full wounds. And if I get a big smite, I could just kill it in psychic phase. And then everybody can charge the big knight. That's what we're hoping for. So he's going to try and smite. It does go off. It's not a big one, so we can't kill the knight. It does do 1 mortal wound. So it puts him down to 3, which is pretty nice because it means I only need to get 1 Thunderhammer through to kill him. 1 Thunderhammer through to kill him. So that does something. His other power, he's going to do quickening on himself for D3 extra attacks. It doesn't go off. And he perils his. Oh no.
Oh no.
He could kill himself.
He could kill himself, Manny.
He could kill himself. I don't want to give you assassinate points. So I think I'm going to have to spend my last CP to try and keep him alive rather than trying to make the charge.
It does mean
actually,
we're going to lose that.
No. I need to have a rerollable charge. And actually, no. I'll just make my charge. So I'll reroll that. Reroll that. It does go off. Quickening goes off. So that's my last CP gone. And he gets extra attacks. An extra 1. Okay.
Oh, so
he almost killed himself. That was pretty unlucky what happened there, but that's okay.
So these will have to make
their charge. Yes. Shooting then, guys. We're into shooting after psychic there. So, here we go. The repulsor. The repulsor is going to put everything it can into the Castellan.
All right.
How many wounds it got left? Because it took some mortals, didn't it?
It's got 22
22,
wounds.
so we could do some damage to it. Last cannons. 1 hit. It doesn't wound.
Yeah, that's what
and
I
the
thought.
onslaught. It's the onslaught cannon. Let's do this, guys. It's the heavy onslaught. Ooh,
that's not particularly brilliant.
It's very bad. Over half miss. Never mind. We can still do this 5s. Oh no, just 1. 1 at -1. I think he's getting scared because he's standing in front of the knight now.
So any AP on this?
But 1 -1.
So 4 up save. Oh, it does take a wound from it though.
Yeah, we did a wound.
21.
And the stubber.
Little thing.
2 hits. No wounds. Oh, we did 1 wound.
No.
We did 1 wound to Castellan. We've come out. We've come out, guys. And we've only done 1 wound to the Castellan. Oh no.
Still the most dangerous threat to the Castellan is clearly the Castellan himself.
Oh no. Right, we've got Sanguinary Guard. I believe their guns, guys, have gotten slightly better than they were before.
Yes, they did improve in just spoken slightly.
Yeah, and I am going to shoot them. I am going to shoot them at the Castellan because it's the only one. It's the only one out of combat.
Yeah, they're definitely within range, which is nice.
Yeah, the bolt guns are assault 2, and it's 18-inch range. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So they've got 10 shots. Hit it on 3s. Oh, they want to kill it more than the repulsor does.
6 to wound,
6 is to wound. No, they don't. No, they don't.
Sanguinary Priest, is he in range to fire anything with a bolt?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Right, just the charges then. Yeah. So the Sanguinary Guard squad's going to go into that 9, 5-inch charge. Let's do this. Yep, it's an 8, so they've made it with +1, so it's a 9. And then the Sanguinary Ancient's going to go in. He's 8 away, so it's an 8-inch charge, but I get +1 being Blood Angel. It's a 7. That is a 7. He's in 2, just about. So both units make it in. Thank God for that, considering the powers didn't quite go off. But yeah, we do get in. Something like that. And at least if they survive, they will be taking that objective away from side for primaries again. And I just want to check, because I need to put them within 6 of the... Oh, no, I don't need... Oh, yes, I need to put them within 6 of the Librarian Dreadnought, which they are there, which is fine, because he's the one who's giving them... He's the one who's given them the +1 to hit. And the Sanguinary Guard Ancient has to go in a straight line to there. Because he's just about made it in.
So, I'm just going to remind Manny that if he kills any of these knights...
They could blow up.
All of these characters are all within wound range of just dying to a terrifying explosion.
Yes. I mean, there's a Death Company guy here on 1 wound, guys. The Sanguinor has only got 2 wounds left. The Libby Dread's only got 3 wounds left. My Sanguinary Priest's only got 1 wound left. So if one knight blows up, that could give Sai 9 assassinate points.
I think that seems a fair trade. That's awesome. A fair trade.
That's awesome. Right, so we got 5 attacks each now, guys. Sanguinary Guard have 3. 3 +1 for charging is 4, and then +1 for turn 3 and Blood Angels is 5.
Very nice. And this is the unit that have power fists, right?
2, yes.
Ooh, very nice.
3, 4, 5 guys. And of course, they got +1 to hit because they're by my Warlord. So hitting on 3s, even with power fists. Oh, not great. Oh, no, it's not great. It's unlucky. Look at that.
That is a lot of dice. This game has not been playing a lot of dice.
It's not bad. It's still okay because we are strength 8 and we've got +1 to wound for being Blood Angels. So we are still winning on 3s. Hiya! Oh no, that's just as bad. Oh no. But we are -4. We're -4 and we're flat 2 damage. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 wounds do go straight through though.
10 wounds left.
So he does have 10 wounds left, which is quite big. It's quite big. So he's got 10 wounds. He's got 10 wounds left. And I do have my Sanguinary Ancient though. And now, guys, you're going to see what he does. You're going to see what he does.
Yeah, so
he has 3 attacks.
So this priest's got Teeth of Terror, right?
Yes.
So
he's got 3 attacks.
Scary.
Yeah, guys, he's got 3 attacks. Yep, and then he gets +3 for the Teeth of Terror, +1 for charging, +1 for Imperium Sword, which is his Warlord trait, and then +1 because it's turn 3. So he's got 9 attacks here.
Ouch.
Here we go. And he's hitting on 2s.
Well, that's a good start.
He's done okay. And he's strength 6, because he's got +2 strength, 1 from Teeth of Terror, 1 from the Warlord trait. So he's winning on 4s with the +1 to wound. Oh, he's done okay.
Not bad at all.
He's got 4 wounds, and these go to -3 now in the Assault Doctrine size. Yeah. These are just 6 up saves.
6 up saves. And these are how much damage each of
2
these?
each.
Ooh,
2
so
each.
this is
it could do a bit.
This is going to be nasty.
3 go through it. 6. So we've put him down to 4 wounds. I'm pretty happy with that. And that's with the Sanguinary Guard rolling unlucky, guys. A 5-man Sanguinary Guard squad with power fists have rolled really, really, really unlucky there. But we've put him down to 4 wounds, which I think is ace. It sets me up to be able to do something if Sai doesn't manage to do something.
Well, that puts me on my bottom bracket on both of those knights. So my accuracy has gone down.
Accuracy's gone down.
And because
and
I've
you're
been
-1
charged,
to hit me.
and I have no rerolls because I've been charged, but I was already in combat.
No,
So
you
it
get
does.
you get rerolls if you get charged.
Oh,
You
no,
get
you're
charged, so
right,
that-
because you
But it's only
this
that
one
guy.
will.
So
Yeah,
that guy,
this one will.
that
because
guy
he's
gets
been charged,
rerolls.
yes.
But this guy he hasn't charged, he hasn't been charged, and he hasn't already intervened. So this
Yeah.
guy won't get rerolls to hit this time. So
True.
Sai now gets to attack with one. You get to attack with the first one, and then I go with one of mine that haven't.
I
that
do.
haven't
So
struck
here's my
yet.
decision now.
So they're both on bottom bracket, right?
They're both on bottom
So
bracket.
they both hit on fives.
They
Both
both
hit
hit on fives
So
now.
if you decide to hit the Sanguinor, you're hitting on sixes because minus
Yep.
one. And him, if he hits those Sanguinary Guard, he's hitting on sixes
He
as well.
does. Now, I think the most sensible thing here would be now to hit with this one over here
Because
into the
Oh, no.
librarian.
oh yes, into the Librarian Dread.
Because that librarian is still very dangerous because
You need
he
to
does suffer penalties.
you need to hit someone into the Librarian Dreadnought, because if he lives, he's just going to attack this one and kill him.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to do some split attacks. So I think I'm going to have to do 2 attacks into the librarian.
Who's this from? Sorry,
This is from this one.
from this one here.
This guy here.
I
yes.
wouldn't, because you're hitting on fives with no rerolls.
It is true.
Yeah.
It is true. So I probably should do this one.
I would go.
into-
I would go with this one because he's also hitting on fives, but he's got rerolls to
Yeah.
hit.
Now my only
Rerolls
worry is
two.
that he's still taking -1 damage,
Yep.
and I'm hitting on 5s.
Yeah, but these guys you're hitting them on sixes.
It is true. Or I could hit the.
Oh, the Sanguinary Priest.
Sanguinary Priest.
You can hit the Sanguinary Priest. I don't believe he has the same rule as the Sanguinary, where he's -1 to hit in combat. I don't think he has that.
only. I believe he's only a priest.
Yeah, I
rather than
don't-
a Sanguinary Guard. So I
There we
believe he just hit normally.
Yeah, I don't think he has that. No, he doesn't. So you just hit him normally, and he's only got a 3-up save, and he's only got 1 wound left.
Yeah.
So definitely put something into him. You hit on fives
So,
with rerolls.
I think I'm going to put 3 of my attacks. I'll exchange for his Titanic feat into the librarian, and I'm going to put 3 of them
Oh, and 3 into the Sanguinary
into
Priest.
Sanguinary Priest.
Cool.
Because I get
cool.
rerolls of these, which I think quite
Cool,
nice.
cool,
So
yeah.
hopefully we'll do
So
this.
you're hitting on fives with rerolls. So the Libby
Yeah.
Dread.
So at this, I'm going to do the Sanguinary Priest first. The
Oh, is it
following
9 into the Libby Dread?
Yep, 9
Oh,
into the
okay,
Dread
and
and 3
three
into the
into the
so,
Priest. Cool.
Into the Priest, only
Cool.
5s.
All hit. Very nice.
That's a
very,
good
very nice.
start. 2s.
Nice.
3 wounds, and then -2.
4-up saves. 1 goes through.
And then-
D3 damage.
Oh, yes, because he's feeling the pain against this,
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
he? Yes.
1.
Oh,
Oh, so we could pass this with a 6-up feel no pain.
Oh, no.
No, we go
Yay.
down.
Okay,
So,
so,
he's dead. The Sanguinary
Sanguinary
Priest dies.
Priest goes down.
He did well though. He did
did well.
really well before he died. He
He's
did
very
really,
well.
really well before he died.
Excellent.
Yep.
So, it's just the
9 into the Libby. 9 into the
Look, trying to
Libby.
pick these up. That's going to be so it's 5s.
Oh, just 2.
Just 2.
With rerolls,
With
though.
rerolls.
There you are, sir.
Oh, thank you.
4. Nice.
Not bad.
Not
That's
bad.
what I need.
About
That's what I
half.
need.
It's good.
3s to
Still
wound
wounds
you.
still? Yeah.
3 wounds.
3 wounds. I
I'll
can do
take
it.
That's
I
not
can
bad
do
at
it.
all.
And I've got 5-up saves. Past 1. So one of these need to be a 5+ side, or they both go down to 1 damage each. Oh, okay.
Still can't.
So they're 1 damage. They're 1 damage each, and the Libby Dread, guys, the Librarian Dread goes down to 1 wound. He goes down to 1 wound, but he is gonna fight next.
He is.
He is gonna fight next.
Not quite as many attacks this time. Just a 1 less this time.
yeah. So, oh yes, so he does get. He has 4 base. He has 4 attacks base. He's not charged or anything like that. So he doesn't get any more. Oh, he gets +1. He gets +1 from quickening, because I cast quickening, and 1 with the halberd. So he still gets 6. He still gets 6.
He
Which
doesn't
is
get
not
any
bad.
+1 for being in the 3rd round now, does he?
No, because that's for charging as
Only
well.
for charging.
Yeah.
Cool,
So he's
cool.
lost 2 attacks here. Lost 2
Yeah.
attacks. That's pretty good for you. It's pretty good for you, Si. So he's going to put the halberd. He's going to put the halberd. He's going to put the halberd into the guy on 4 wounds, because we are in the assault doctrine, guys. So he's -4 now. He's -4, and if it goes through on this guy, the halberd, it's D3 +1 damage, so it'll auto kill him. And then he's doing 5
Not
attacks.
quite. He is the guy with a 2+ armor save.
Oh, nice. That's cool. So, here we are. Oh, he's the
Yeah.
guy with the 2+ arms.
Yeah, I remember it now.
Okay, so that's not the end of the world, because we can because against my Sanguinary Guard, they did 7 wounds, which was 14 damage. But you'll have 6 ups against those.
Good point. Yes.
You'll have 6 ups against the damage they've done.
See, I remember these things, after it's important.
It's all right. We're still there. So 2. It saves him. It saves him 2 damage, so he's back up to 6 wounds. Back up to 6, and of course the Sanguinary Priest got 3 through on you, didn't he? Through your saves, because he did. What did he cause on you? Did he cause 4 and 3 of them went through?
Yep.
So he did 4, so you got 4. So those shouldn't have been 6 ups, they should have been 5 ups then.
Doesn't make any difference.
It still doesn't make any difference.
So I gain plus 2.
You gain plus 2, that's fine. Yeah, it's a good thing. That's a good thing to remember.
So it's now worth now.
A halberd.
You want to put a halberd just into it.
So he's got 4 attacks. 4 attacks, +1 for quickening, and +1 for this. So he's going to put a halberd and 1 fist attack, and 2. Halberd and 2 fist attacks into the gun, 6 wounds, and 3 fist attacks into the gun, 3 wounds.
Yeah, right.
So into the gun, 4 wounds. 2 hit. That one needs a 2, and that one needs a 3. That one wounded, but that's just a fist. Oh no! So he's got a 6 up against that.
6 up, no problems. Boom.
Passed it.
Passed
and then we've got 3 fist attacks into the gun, 3 wounds. 3s and 2s.
This could hurt.
Oh no, not 2s.
3.
Not 2s, because I haven't charged or been charged. So it's just 3s.
Yep.
That's fine. So it's 2. These are 2. Oh, he doesn't get one.
These will not go. These
That's
will go
just 6
straight through.
damage.
So 6 damage, so he dies.
Please explode, Si, because this is the only way I can kill your other knight if this one explodes.
Yes, it is true. But it also means I could kill 2 characters.
Yes,
you
could.
I kind of want this to go through. Boom.
Oh,
no.
We both wanted it to explode there, guys.
Unlucky.
Okay, so the Libby Dread did his job, and because that one dies, guys, it means the Sanguinor, the Sanguinor and the 2 Death Company guys with the hammers can't attack, but they can't be killed either because Simon was next with this guy, so they can't be killed. So that means Sai has to dedicate some firepower into them because they're in his lines now.
Yes. Now, luckily, I can fall back and still.
He can fall back and do whatever he wants. But on the points here, guys, it's pretty big. I killed a big knight, so I've got 10 points for Titan Hunter, which is cool, and also. I get Relentless Assault again because I've got 4 units. I've got 4 units inside the Blood Zone. He's got none in mine, so I get another 4 for Direct Assault. So it's 48-0 here, and I've stopped Simon from getting any primaries again. It's just about what he can wipe out now. Right, guys, we're really high on points with the Blood Angels here, but it can swing in one go. Everything that you can see here is all that the Blood Angels have. So Sai's planning on killing all 3 of these here, all 3 of these units here, with that 1 Crusader who's fallen back. Sai has spent his 1 CP that he's got. He's spending that to act normally, act on top profile with this knight here. So hopefully he should kill the Sanguinor, the Death Company unit, and the Librarian Dreadnought just with shooting. Just with shooting, and then the charge between him and the Castellan should wipe them guys out, and that leaves the Castellan free to nuke the Repulsor, the Sanguinary Guard 10-man unit, whatever Sai wants to fire at, I guess.
Yeah, but I think what we need to concentrate on first is getting rid of this very, very pesky
The
Librarian Dread and the
yeah.
Sanguinor, because they are frustratingly tough to deal with.
Right then, Sai.
Right.
I guess that Crusader's going first, isn't he?
Let's have some payback. Now, I've got no CP for any rerolls now, so I'm just
So what is it? Melter into the Libby
Melter into
Dread,
that.
Gatling cannon into the Sanguinor because you only need 1 hit to go through, and 1 hit to go through on the Libby Dread.
And the Flamer and the Stubber are going to go into the Death Company.
Awesome.
So let's do the Thermal Cannon into the
Thermal cannon into the Libby Dread.
So Thermal Cannon.
1 shot. Okay.
It's on freeze.
Oh, it
Fails.
doesn't hit.
That's-
But it's not the end of the world there, guys.
No,
because
I'll have
he's
to
got
deal
4
with it.
melter guns.
Yeah.
He's got 4.
He's still
the
going to have to deal with
Castellan-
that.
The Castellan's got 4 melter guns, and he is within 12. He's within 12 of them.
Yeah, we did make sure that 1, 2, 3. So this is the Gatling Cannon into the Sanguinor. You're freeze. Oh dear, that's not. No, that's actually okay. I thought that was worse than it was.
Yeah, that's okay. Not bad.
Rerolling once.
Oh
Which-
yes, rerolling once.
I forgot to reroll on the
He rolled a 2 to hit, didn't he?
Oh, yes, he does, yeah. Oh, that's an extra one. And wounding on freeze.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty good.
So these are -2.
7.
So these are 4-up saves. Only need 1 to go through for the Sanguinor to die.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that'll do it.
Sanguinor has just been nuked.
Cool.
There's 3 assassinate
Right.
points for Sai.
They're finally getting to my assassinate points up.
Heavy Flamer.
Heavy Flamer gets 4 hits. Wounding on freeze. And I'll take 2.
2. Nice. They're -1.
Yeah, minus
So
1.
4-up saves for the Death Company. Uh-oh. And 6 of Feel Pains. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
One's dead and the last guy's down to 1 wound and you have a stubber.
I have a stubber. Here we go, stubber. Come on, bring it home. All hit. 4s to wound. Whoop, throwing dice everywhere. Well, that's good so far.
2
Come on, stubber, we can do
I
it.
could survive, guys. 3-up saves. 6 of Feel Pain. Yeah,
Oh,
boy!
stubber.
That's cool. So we've got one
hammer still left.
got one hammer alive on 1 wound, and the Libby Dread survived on 1 wound. But Sai,
I'll have to.
Castellan.
Yeah, let me change that for you.
Let me change that. Let me change that for you. So I'm just going to go ahead here, guys, and put some points on for Sai. So he's just got. He already had 3.
Yeah,
Last
so
turn. You did have 3 for killing the Sanguinary
so I
Priest,
get another 3.
and now you get another 3 for killing the Sanguinor.
Yes, points on the board finally.
Uh-oh.
So we've got to decide how we're going to do this. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
what's
do...
the Castellan? He's got loads of targets here.
He has got loads of targets. So the melters are going to go into the librarian.
Libby Dread, yep.
This I think has to go into this, right? I think it has to. It's a vehicle. It has
Yeah,
to
the
kill it.
volcano cannon. Go on, man.
Right.
The volcano cannon, at least. You want to kill that repulsor side because when it gets close next turn, when it moves to you.
It's toughness 8, right?
Yes, it is.
So I'm going to
Yes, it is.
overcharge Call's Wrath and have a crack at it with Call's Wrath.
Nice.
You've
You've got to kill it here, Si, because if it comes towards
I
you, it's
do.
going to be a big pain.
But
But then you've also got these boys.
Yeah,
These boys
but I
to
do
kill
need
as
to
well.
kill that last guy over there.
Yeah,
I need to
that
kill
last,
him.
that last Death Company guy with a hammer. He's going to get 5 attacks on the charge now, guys, with that hammer.
So those 2 are going into there. Those are going into there. I'm going to throw the
And the
missile
melters
into him as well because I think
Into
in
the Libby Dread.
just in case the melters completely whiff.
Oh wow! Okay.
Because
And then you've got
my
your
luck
siege breakers?
hasn't been good, so I want to try and get my. Oh, do I want to? No, you know what? I'll risk it. Missiles going into here as well. I'm going to throw these into.
The Siege Breaker into the Lonely
Into
Death Company.
and
So
we'll see.
there you go, guys. Siege Breaker into the Lonely Death Company. 4 melter guns into the Librarian Dreadnought. The thingies over here, the Volcano Lance and Call's Wrath, and the Siege Breakers. Oh yeah, Siege Breakers.
And the missile into as well.
Oh, and the missile.
My
into the
lacerate
repulsor.
missile. Okay,
Ooh.
let's see if we can do
Right,
this.
so let's see if you can. Let's see
All
if you
right,
can batter
so
them.
melters into the Dreadnought.
Melts into Libby Dread. 3 hits.
Freeze to wound. 2
He's dead.
wounds. He's finally dead.
He's
and he-
dead.
I don't believe he
I think
explodes.
they do explode, you know. I'll just roll it anyway. No, he doesn't.
So.
That's cool. Librarian Dreadnought, guys, finally goes down.
And there
And
it is.
Simon
Gets 3 more points for assassinate. And you got to remember, guys, he's still got 10 for while we stand. You know, at the moment.
Okay, you're right. It's good so far.
Yep.
So let's do the 2 siege breakers into the last remaining
Oh,
guy here.
Yep.
So the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4 shots of that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the other. Pretty good. That's obviously with cold eradication rolling the extra dice.
Nice.
I'm hitting you on freeze. And I'm wounding you on freeze as well. That's pretty good. Hopefully that should be enough.
Death Company squad has done really well. 4 ups. Yeah, it is enough.
Yeah,
He's
hopefully that
dead,
is.
he's
There you
dead,
go.
He's dead. That's multiple
That's
D3
fine.
damages,
That is.
guys. So we'll take him off there.
Okay.
Right, and
it is
then-
cleared.
Oh, look at him. Look at him staring down that repulsor. Can he take out an entire repulsor in one shot, guys? That's
That's what we need to see.
we're going to do Call's Wrath first.
Yep.
So 9 shots.
Yep.
Hitting you on freeze. Hey, no
Oh,
mortal wounds
very,
this time
very
either.
Nice.
And I wound you on freeze. That's
Oh,
amazing.
wow.
That's AP -4 and 3 damage a pop.
Wow, that's 24 damage. He's just killed the repulsor. He's killed the repulsor times 1.5 with 1 weapon.
Oh, we never got to find the lads. Wow.
Does he explode? No, he does
Whoa.
not, but there's no one there anyway.
But there's 10 guys
But
inside.
there are 10 guys inside, and on rolls of 1s, guys, they're going to die. 4 of them die. Oh, wow.
That's
is
excellent.
absolutely amazing for that Castellan.
Wow.
Absolutely.
What a hero in the
Absolutely.
end game.
Absolutely amazing for him.
Ooh,
Absolutely
okay.
amazing for him, bro.
All right,
Nice.
game on. Right.
Very cool.
Okay.
Very cool.
But my missile's gone, unfortunately,
Oh, yes.
because I did declare it, and obviously I can't fire the volcano lads.
But that's huge.
That's
absolutely
fantastic,
huge.
fantastic for
And so
them.
what do you get here, bro? What do you get points?
Well,
oh, yeah,
I've got my assaults,
you've already
yes.
added all the assassinates on, haven't you?
All my assassinates
oh, yeah,
already
you've got
added
your
on.
assault. So, Simon, going to charge you Sanguinary Guard,
I
aren't you?
am, yes. So we're going to go in with the very, very angry Castellan first,
Yeah.
who gets in with no issues at all.
Yeah, boy. And the roll for the other one?
And the roll for the other one. Boom. And in
7.
again. with
Very nice.
no
Look at that. They're going to
issues.
mug him. They're going to absolutely mug him, guys. So we'll just get the guys out of the repulsor and we'll come back to you. Oh, not looking great here, guys. Not looking great. Look, there's still 2. There's still 2 knights left on the board. These Sanguinary Guard are about to get mugged. These guys might fail their leadership because they got out of a repulsor and lost 4 guys from their squad. But they did get out onto that objective, like I was saying. And it looks like it's all down to this final 10-man squad of Sanguinary Guard. It's all down to these 10 heroes to stand up to 2 titans, I reckon.
It's fine.
We've still got these 5 bosses in here. They could survive this.
I'm
They
gonna
could survive this,
make
son.
that big 10-man Sanguinary squad watch as their mates get mugged.
Oh,
So here we go.
Let's see.
So we're gonna do the Crusader first, and he's sitting on freeze, and he's re-rolling. Oh, so these are also -1, aren't they? So 4s, because these are the death masks.
4s, yeah.
Luckily, I had no freeze. They're all 1s and 2s.
Awesome.
So that's pretty good so far.
Hey, that's really good. It's really, really good. We're on 2s as
We're
well,
on
man.
2s.
We're on 2s, bro. Oh, a few 1s. Oh, we've got a chance. We've got a chance here to survive the first night. Right, 4 up saves, guys. 4 up saves. Oh no, there are 3 1s in there.
Okay.
No.
So these are D3 damage each. So the first one.
Doesn't kill 1.
So that kills.
Next one kills
1.
him.
Oh, no!
Again,
So
he
it kills
just
2.
2 Sanguinary Guard are dead. Oh, we might have 1 left, guys. You never know after the Castellan fights. So 2 die.
Castellan's on a rampage. He's going to finish him now. He kills 3.
So a Castellan hits on 4s, doesn't it?
He does.
And
He's
it's
on 5 again.
-1, so he's hitting me on 5s.
Yeah. Well, he did it last time. Can he do it again?
Yeah, so he can't reroll the 4s, but he can reroll the 1s, 2s, and 3s.
Ooh.
Oh, he's rolled really. Oh my god, look at that. You've got a 4 in there, Si.
Oh, is there a 4 in there somewhere? Oh, there he is. Thank you.
Oh, he's hit with half of them already. 1 more than half. Wow. Yeah, the Castellan is on fire this turn.
Yeah, it's really good.
Wow, I'm loving it. I think it's great. I think it's absolutely awesome.
Couple of 1s
They
there.
have still got a chance. Turn it around, guys. Didn't roll well on the last one. Now you're gonna boss them. Yes, they are.
Oh, no.
Past 4 of them. 1 failed. Roll a 1 side. No, it's 2.
kills another one.
That's 1 dead.
Oh.
Okay, that's 2. Oh, actually, do Sanguinary Guard have 2 wounds or 3 now?
They have 2 wounds.
They have 2 wounds.
They have
Okay,
2
so that's
wounds.
another 1 dead, but 2 of them are about to fight back. Right, these 2 heroes, guys. these 2 heroes, right there. Let's see what they do. So, they get 3 attacks base, guys. Then they get +1 for being charged in my super doctrine, and +1 for just regular doctrines for being Marines, yeah. And so they got 5 attacks a model. So there's 2 of them. They are -1 to hit though because they got power fist. They're hitting on 4s. Hitting on 4s here. They're gonna go into the night on 7 wounds, guys, because if it dies and explodes, it could hurt the Castellan for me. Right? Let's see what we get.
Oh, it's pretty good.
That's a lot of 4s.
That's pretty good.
That's a lot of 4s. I'm well happy with that. And I've got +1 to wound because I was charged. So I'm wounding this knight on 3s. There we are. I mean, it does have a 6-up save because it's got the 2-up arm save, hasn't it?
It does.
So with the -4, it's still got a 6-up
Just
save.
a load of 6s now, anyone?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Hey, 10 damage. It does die. Now, please explode, Si. This would really, really help me. No, it doesn't explode, but it's dead. So that knight goes. That knight dies. Look at them. The 2 heroes. the two Sanguinary Guard heroes. And what that does mean, guys, is I now have 2 Sanguinary Guard on Simon's objective.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get 15 primary points again because I've got this one as well. Hey, Si, your points. Did you get any extra points there? We've added them all on it already, haven't we?
Yep, all
Yeah,
done.
right.
Engaging all fronts now impossible.
Right.
And we've got my assassinate, so we know where we stand with that. So it's while we stand. So I've got 1 guy left, so it's all on him now.
Look at those 2 boys. Those 2 brave boys are like, look, guys, this is how you survive against 2 Titans. Come and help us. And these Sanguinary Guard are on their way. Just quickly, guys, we've forgotten. I have to do a morale on these boys because Si killed 4 of them when they were getting out of the repulsor.
Oh, yes.
They're
If you
minus
could,
4
If
leadership.
you could kind of fail this, that'd be lovely.
Oh, I think that is very borderline because I don't think these guys. Oh, actually,
I think
yes.
that's a pass.
With a sergeant, it's a pass, right?
I believe it's a pass because I believe their sergeant is leadership 8.
I believe so. Just going to double check. Oh, it's assault intercessors, isn't it? So I believe these guys are leadership 8, guys. I think these guys are leadership 8, guys, because I have a sergeant in them. I think it's actually okay, but they might go down here. Here we are, assault intercessors. Yeah, sergeant is leadership 8, so with the -4, it's still 4, so they're okay. Whew, just about. Because if more than 4 of them ran because their repulsor died, I'd be very annoyed, very annoyed. So they're okay. They're okay there, and that means, guys, what I've done here, I got 15 primary points at the start of my turn, and then these boys, they've just hidden from the Castellan. They're holding 1 objective, and they've hidden there. Then these Sanguinary Guard over here, they were on the woods, so they were completely on the woods, and the front one was here, and they've just moved 12 inches over here. They're gonna shoot the Castellan, and they're gonna charge the Castellan and hope to really damage him, so that Si has to use his 1 CP to act on top profile and shoot these Sanguinary Guard dead. And then the unit of 2 Sanguinary Guard with the Power Fist that were absolute heroes, they've fallen back inside this ruin in Si's deployment zone, and they are 1 inch away from the walls. They're 1 inch away from all the walls, and 1 of them is in range of this objective. So unless Simon can kill them as well next turn, I'm stopping Simon getting his primary again. Unless he falls back over me to this objective, which I think he probably will do, to shoot me. But it means the 2-man Sanguinary Guard could be really.
You could just kill this.
I could, and I'm gonna try. I am gonna try, guys. Well, first of all, we've got 20 Angelus Bolgan shots into it. They've done well with that, and they're winning on 6s. 2, 3. They've done 3, and they're -1. So these are 4-ups.
I will do some 4-ups for you, no problems. A boom.
Oh yeah, we've taken 2 wounds off him.
He's
What
down.
does that put him down?
He's
to?
down to 20 wounds.
20 wounds. So we have to get 10 through. You have to get 10 through here, guys. I believe we can do this. So we're going to charge. 11-inch charge, no problems. So with +1, that's 12. So we can move 12. And I am just going to mug him. That means these guys can get down. And it just means I'm swarming this objective completely. So Si's got to try and kill me. And I am going to put 1, 2, 3 of them touching the ruin. So that guy can still fight because he's within ½ an inch of this guy. So all of them can fight here into the Castellan. There we are in coherency. But 3 of them are touching the ruin, so they have a 1+ armor save. 1+ armor save. Because I think if I fail here, Simon will butcher a few of them. He'll kill 2 or 3 of them when he fights back with his rerolls to hit. Oh, sorry. Left that guy there. Butcher 2 or 3 of them when he hits back with his rerolls to hit. Then he'll fall back and act on top profile and butcher the whole squad and maybe some intercessors as well. So I'm hugging the ruin to get a 1-up save against the shots. Right, let's see what we get. So we've got 3 attacks, guys. 3 attacks base. +1 for charging, and +1 for turn 3 in charging. So I've got 5 attacks each. 1, 2, 3,
4. I'll do 5 of them. We'll do half and then come back. So we're hitting on 3s because these are axes, not power fists. Oh, they've done really, really well. Really, really well.
Good start.
And then we are wounding on 4s because an axe makes a strength 6 and we're +1 to wound on the charge because we're Blood Angels. So we're wounding on 4s here. Oh no.
Oh, that's not
Oh
quite as
no.
good.
Look at that, lads. What have we got? We've got 3 wounds out of 20. Oh, 4 wounds. 4 wounds out of 20. Wow.
Ooh, okay.
4 wounds out of 20. And then we've got the other half. Oh, wow. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Damage him a little bit more than that. I need him to spend the CP to act on top profile. Just as good with the hit roll. If the wound roll could be a little bit better than way below average, that'd be all right. Oh, no. It's happened again. Oh, my God. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. And 6 wounds. 6 out of 19. Wow.
10 wounds.
Very, very unlucky. 10 wounds though. We've still done a number on him. So he's got a 3-up save, hasn't he, Si? So he's -2 from the axes, and it's Assault Doctrine, so -3. He's got 6-up saves. He passes 2. Very nice. So he still takes 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 damage.
Got 4 wounds left.
Oh, yes, 4 wounds left. Oh, we've done it. We've rolled really, really unlucky there, but we have still done a number on him, and that's all I was hoping for. I was hoping to just do a lot of damage. A lot of damage to him.
4 wounds left on him.
Yes, but he does get 12 attacks back, doesn't he, Si?
He does get 12 back.
There you are.
Now, I'm annoyingly... Oh, I've dropped 1 there. I'm hitting you on 6s.
Oh, yes, because I'm -1 to hit, yes.
Yes, I'm hitting you on 6s, but I get re-rolls to hit.
Oh, sorry, do you hit on 5s on your bottom profile?
I have 5s on my brown profile.
Okay, cool. Very nice. There you are, bro. Rerolls. Rerolls. Nice. Better. 3 hits.
3 hits.
There you go, sir.
Thank you.
Uh-oh, this could hurt now.
Just want to kill 3 of them. That would be nice. That's a good way to
triple
do it.
wound. 4-up saves. Save
Ooh,
2.
Saves are good, though.
If you could roll a 1 on your D3, Si.
No,
3.
finally roll some damage.
There's 1 dead. Okay, so we haven't killed the Castellan, which is very, very big. We lost the Sanguinary Guard there. So he's dead. And now, guys, we're about to get absolutely smoked by this Castellan when it acts on top profile for 1 CP. But guys, I did kill another knight. So does that take me up to 15?
Yep, that max is Titan Hunter.
Awesome. So I did kill another knight, and I have got Relentless Assault again. Nice. So I'm very, very high on points, and I've just stopped Si from getting primaries in the 4th battle round as well. But we're gonna get absolutely smashed on the board. Let's see if we can survive to the end of the game.
Right, not much for me to do. That was probably the shortest movement phase in history.
Look at that, guys. He's just gonna butcher a load of models here.
So all I've done is I've fallen back from these guys. I've got
Yep.
to within 3 inches of this objective here,
Yep.
but I'm still within 6 inches
How many
here.
wounds does he have now, Si? He's gone up 1.
He's gone off 1, so he has a mighty 5 wounds left.
He has 5 wounds. He has 5
But-
wounds. But he's acting on top profile here for 1 CP, guys. Oh no.
Top profile.
Oh no.
And that's pretty much it. So it's going to be just a bit of shooting.
A bit.
Hopefully, the Castellan can continue his reign of terror on this Blood Angels force.
Right then, Si. What are you absolutely butchering now?
So everything except the Siegebreaker cannons are going into Sanguinary Guard,
Sanguinary Guard,
and the
yeah.
cannons will go into the remaining intercessors who
Awesome.
weren't lucky enough to die in an explosion in a repulsor.
They're now just gonna get absolutely blazed to bits by Castellan. Right then, Si. What's first?
So I think I'm
The 4 melter guns, right?
it's 4 melter guns in range. So
Look, he's managed to run away, guys, to that objective. The objective, be just within 3 of it and be within 6 of my Sanguinary Guard still, so he can melter the hell out of
yeah.
them.
So we're going to do some melter guns. So first of all, we've got the 4 melters. 2 hits. Winning on 2s, 2 wounds.
2 wounds. I have 2-up saves, so
Yep.
I do have 6-ups.
You have 6
I'm
of
not going to
these.
take them on the guys in the ruin, guys. I'd rather save that for like Call's Wrath. Oh no, Call's Wrath -4 as well, right?
Yep.
Oh, so everything going into them is -4 or
It is
better.
-4.
So I will start on the guys in the ruin then, guys, because it all makes all difference. So they have a 1-up. So 2, 3, 4, 5-up save.
Nope, double 4s. So that's 2 just nuked.
Yeah, it's 2 plus D6 damage.
So
from
2 of them
those.
die. So there's only 1 guy left on the ruin now. Uh-oh.
Right.
What's next, Si? What's
So
next?
you've got no feel no pain on these guys to worry about,
No.
which is nice. So
No,
I'm not
not
going
at
to
all.
overcharge Cole's Wrath this time.
Not going to overcharge. Is it still -4 if it does not
Still,
overcharge?
still -4.
Awesome.
Always
awesome.
-4. It's strength
very
8
good.
still.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah,
so-
strength 8, -4, 2 damage.
Yeah.
Perfect sanguinary
Pretty-
guard killer.
Perfect.
Perfect sanguinary
So
guard
let's
killer.
see how many shots we get this time.
Awesome.
Oh, it's
Ooh,
11 shots.
Mighty 11. Mighty 11 shots.
9, 11, and freeze to hit. Ooh, that's not brilliant. Our hit rolls have not been kind to us. Wound rolls, however, still pretty good. 5 wounds.
These are -4 as well?
These are also -4.
So the one guy on the ruin gets a 5-er. Going strong. He's dead. And then 3 more with 6-ups. Oh, one of them survives. So 2 of them and the guy on the ruin dies. Guy on the ruin dies. And 2 more die. I'll kill these guys here just to make you charge longer if you want to come back into them. Oh, so there's only 4 left. He's just nuked 5.
Okay.
Nuked 5 of them. There are 4 left.
Volcano cannon.
Volcano cannon. Volcano cannon.
6 shots.
6 shots. Oh, wow.
Hit my freeze. Wounding on 2s. Oh, there's a 1, and I got no CP to reroll it, so I can't kill them all.
Yay! Is it -5?
-5.
So that's just 3 nuked.
Yeah.
There is 1 lonely sanguinary guard left.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, guys.
It's fine though. Morale will sort that problem.
It's all right, guys. Don't worry about it. Look, 8. 8 have died. 8 have died.
Cool.
He can roll a 1.
Yeah.
He can roll a 1 on his morale side.
He can still
Can.
roll a 1. He's a brave boy.
Yeah.
He's a brave.
He's a
boy.
brave boy. So then it's just siege breaker cannons going
Oh, yeah,
into the
siege
instances
breakers.
here.
Siege breakers.
So
on the
similar
intercessors.
shots we got. So obviously white is one of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4 with 1 and 6 with the other. Wow, that other
10
one
shots.
rolled.
10 shots. Very nice. Very nice.
1, 2,
He's done
3,
really well.
6,
11
7,
11
8,
shots
9,
with Cole's
10.
Wrath, guys. 6 with the Volcano
Yeah.
Lance. And
Almost max
10
shots.
with
That.
these. Ooh.
Cold Eradication is a fantastic.
Really cool. Really cool.
Warlord trait.
warlord trait.
Hidden or freeze.
Starting off well. Starting off well.
And wounding on 3 to strength 7.
Okay,
Not bad at all. I'll
One.
take that. I'll take
So
it.
4 ups.
Yeah, 4 ups.
Not bad. 3 fail. 3 fail.
See, it's 3
Two
fail.
for each,
And
aren't
a
they?
D3 each. Oh no, not again.
So
So
it's the
1
first one
dies.
dead.
And
And second
another
one
one
dead.
dead. So
So
it kills
2 die.
2.
Ooh. So 2 of these boys die here, and yeah, we'll take the 2 at the front off. So there's just 4 left. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. So the sergeant. So look, guys, that's what died. He's done really well there. He's done really well. He's
Very
Look at that,
pleased.
guys. That's what's left on the board. Four intercessors, a 1-man and a 2-man sanguinary guard because they're in the ruin, and a Castellan. Can we bring the Castellan down? Is the question.
Well,
Right, Si, are you gonna charge me, or
no, I think I'm
would
going
you
to
like to
stay
charge
on.
me, or would you like to stay on the
I
objective?
think I'm going to stay on my objective. However, you owe me a morale check, please.
I do owe you a morale.
You do owe
I
me a
you
morale.
Right. Look, guys, I've only got 1 CP. I was hoping to have 2. Right. Here we go. Can I roll 1?
It'd be well cool if we can. Hey! Just like that, guys. We have a lonely sanguinary guard alive. Look at him.
Of course, man, he
Big
rolls what he
boy.
wants.
Yeah, what
He
a
rolls
hero.
what he wants. He rolls what he wants.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. Look at
Okay.
him. Single sanguinary guard.
And he has survived. Right. Let's see what points we can get here at the end.
Well, we've only got 7 infantry models left on the board, and 6 of them are going to try and nuke this knight. So let's try. Let's try. This boy over here, guys. Just to note, this guy was over here, and what he's done is he's moved this way into Simon's deployment zone, so he can get me my last point on Relentless Assault, because he will mean that I have more units in Simon's deployment zone than he has in mine. So I'll get 3 points for him being there, and also he is just over 18 from the Castellan. So if the Castellan explodes, double explodes, and rolls 3d6 for maximum 18-inch explosion, he can't reach
that Sanguinary Guard. I just want that guy alive at the end of my turn. And that will do my points for me. Of course, I got 10 at the start because I had my 2-man unit that was in here on that objective and my intercessors on this objective. So I got 10 points at the start of my turn. And then these intercessors, they've moved 6 inches forward and they're going to try and charge that Imperial Knight. And then these Sanguinary Guard, the 2-man with the Power Fist that were hidden behind the ruin, they've jumped out and they're going to charge him too. So hopefully we could try and kill this knight. What's he got? 5 wounds, Si?
He has 5 wounds left.
5 wounds left. We're going to try. And also, the charge here, we are just in 9. So that's an 8-inch charge. We have to roll an 8-inch charge, but we've got +1 to charge because of Blood Angels. So it's only a 7. We have to roll. I have 2 CPs, guys. I've saved 2 CPs up because I want to use them for some extra damage potential here. Some extra damage potential here. Right. I just need to quickly look at what the pistols do, because I've never actually gotten close enough with my Assault Intercessors to ever pistol something before. And the first thing I'm pistoling is an Imperial Knight, guys. An Imperial Knight. They do have 1 shot. Oh, they're an 18-inch range bow pistol. That's pretty good. Right, I have 4 shots. 4 shots. And I'm hitting the Knight on 3s. Okay. And it's strength 4, so I'm winning the Knight on 6s. And we have a wound. And it's -1 AP, sorry. No. Oh, but it's a pistol. Do pistols go up 1 in the Assault Doctrine? I'm not sure. It's either -1 or -2. Let's see if it makes a difference.
It makes
no difference at all.
difference.
You've just passed it. It. Then we've got the two Sanguinary Guard. They hit with 3, and they're 6s to wound. No, got no wounds with shooting. Right then, guys.
I will not be brought down by petty pistols.
By petty pistols.
You have to do it the old-fashioned way and punch me to death.
Well, you know what? Just for that, we're going to kill you with chainswords rather than the Power Fists.
Oh, okay.
So that Assault Intercessor are going to charge because Si's got no CP left. He can't Overwatch. You need a 7. It's a 6. So we're going to CP that. It's a 10 with +1, 11. So yeah, they're right in there. So we're down to 1 CP, guys. Down to 1 CP. And that's what I wanted because I've saved that CP for something. So we've rolled an 11. So the guy at the back... Oh yeah, the guy at the back can move to here. And then when they pile in, he'll be able to pile in and fight. That's perfect. And then these Sanguinary Guard guys, they can't fail. So they're just going to charge here, a minimum 2-inch charge. Cool. So I am going to fight with the chainsaws first, guys, because Si can't interrupt. And I just want to see, what the chainsaws can do, guys. And first of all, I am actually going to use I'm going to use my last CP. I'm going to use my last CP, and I'm going to use Gene Wrought Might, which is a stratagem for Primaris units. Use this stratagem in the fight phase when a Primaris unit from your army is selected to fight, so the Assault Intercessors. Till the end of the phase, each time a model in the unit makes a melee attack, an unmodified hit roll of a 6 automatically wounds the target. Now that's amazing because Simon's toughness 8. He's toughness 8, so every 6 I roll to hit will just do a wound, and that's huge. That is huge. So, I have 2 attacks base, guys. 2 attacks base, +1 for charging is 3. +1 for turn 3 and charging with Savage Echoes is 4. And +1 for having a chainsaw is 5. So I've got 5 attacks, 5 attacks, and 5 attacks. And then my Sergeant has 6 attacks. Because it's a Sergeant, that's +1 attack. So we are hitting on 3s. That's 2 wounds already, guys. 2 wounds already. Definitely worth a CP. And then we're wounding on 5s because we have +1 to wound as we're Blood Angels. So instead of 6s, wounding on 5s. Good job because there's no 6s in there. But look at that. There's 5 wounds. They could do it. It's got 5 wounds, hasn't it?
That's 5 wounds.
So they've done 5. They're AP -1, but it's Assault Doctrine, so it's -2. 5 up saves.
5 saves.
No. Oh, he's got 2 wounds left. So he takes 3. He's got 2 wounds left. The Sanguinary Guard are going to have to do this.
Sanguinary Guard have got Power Fists. These are the 2 remaining ones I couldn't kill earlier. They're just going to cost me now.
So it's 3 attacks, +1 for charging, +1 for Savage Echoes. 5 each. They're hitting on 4s, though. They're hitting on 4s here. Oh. And then they're wounding on 3s. Yes, that is 8 damage because it's -4. There's no save there. So it is 8 damage. They finally bring down the Castellan. Can it explode? Oh, does it roll 2
I rolled 2 dice because I have a mega reactor.
Can it explode and butcher us as well? Oh! 1 off the mega explode. Is it a double 6? Is it
double 6 for a mega explosion?
Oh, so it is exploding. So this could kill
it's
pretty much everything.
Only 2d6, I'm afraid.
5.
5.
That's fine. It still hits.
So it hits everybody.
It still hits everybody there. And
So-
this is why, guys. This is why this guy came and stood over here
Yeah,
where he couldn't
almost.
get exploded.
Almost. So.
2-man sanguinary guard. Need a 4+. Oh, one of them dies. One's alive.
Ah.
And the intercessors. 6. Oh!
Oh, it kills
Wow.
3 intercessors.
Look at that,
in the
guys.
Explosion.
So one sanguinary guard dies and 3 intercessors. Look at that.
So can
Look at that. 3 intercessors die, and that is I can fail a morale there. So he's lost 3. Leadership 8. The sergeant. Leadership 8 minus 3 is 5. So on a 6. he'll
Before you
run.
do this, can I just
Oh, yeah?
say I've killed 7 intercessors with nothing but exploding vehicles.
Yep, with nothing but exploding vehicles. Oh god. Right.
So if you could just fail this last remaining guy, that'd be wonderful, Manny.
No, he's okay. Oh wow. I'm well happy with that. So we have downed the final Titan. Busher! We've taken down the final Imperial Knight and added him to the dead pile. And look at that, guys. Look at that. We've got 3 infantry models left alive at the end of the game. So Sanguinary Guard with an axe, Sanguinary Guard with a fist, and an Assault Intercessor. Look at that. We have a variety. But look at that. 3 individual models left from units, guys. They are the champions of Baal. Look at them. 3 lonely models. And the guy with the axe is in size deployment zone, so he gets to be my last word. That's max points for what I could have scored. I couldn't possibly get 15 off scramblers because you can only ever get 10 for it. So 85 out of a possible 85 I could have scored this game. I am well happy with that. I mean, there wasn't much terrain towards the middle of the board. I had to kind of, but it was very nicely placed because it meant that I had to kind of play into Simon's shooting arcs, and that's why it forced me to have to jump out turn 2 and block him in, because if I didn't do that, he would have come out and shot whatever he wanted. And you've just seen towards the end there, guys, in turns 3, 4, 5, when Simon can shoot what he wants, he just wipes it. Look what he's done there. But guys, look at that. We've got three individual models left at the end of the game. Wow, that was insane. So let's go over to the end of game talk.
Start.
Right.
Okay.
Ah!
I lost. Thank you for watching. You can check out all our content on here.
Oh, man. That's class. 3 models left on the board at the end of the game. 3 little diddy infantry models left on. What a bloodbath.
I want to say it was a close game. The score doesn't reflect that,
Yeah,
but on the
score-
table.
Exactly.
Wow,
The score doesn't reflect that, guys, but on the table, like model-wise, unit-wise, that was so close.
There was-
It's such a bloodbath.
there was
We
nothing
just
left.
butchered each other. We just absolutely butchered. Yeah, there's nothing left.
There's nothing left.
2 sanguinary guard and an intercessor. A
Intercessor.
bloody intercessor. Titans died. The Sanguinor and Libby Dreads and Repulsors died all round. And a bloody assault intercessor survived it all. What a hero. Survived the battle.
You couldn't fail that morale. You couldn't fail the morale for
Couldn't
me.
flail that one morale.
Oh.
Oh, and the sanguinary guard. That guy who lived at the end. It's
Yeah.
only because he rolled a 1 on his morale.
Yeah, it was a really weird game, and there was a couple of times where not killing the last couple of guys in the squad kind of cost me. It cost
Yes,
me with the 2
yeah.
guys with the power fists and also the 2 guys with the hammers from the Death Company squad as
Yeah,
well.
it did, yeah.
So yeah, it was a very tough game. I got blocked in very early, and it made it almost impossible for me to do those secondaries, which is
Yeah.
a shame. But lessons learned going forward, which is
Oh
good.
yeah, definitely,
Lessons learned going
definitely.
forward.
I kind of had to do that because if you notice, guys, the obscuring terrain around the middle of the board, there wasn't much of it. And what was there were really small ruins, like small ruins to lost blocks. So I couldn't hide too much without blocking Cyan. So I had to hide a few units behind ruins while sending out 3 or 4 units to kind of stop Cy's movement a little bit. I knew he was going to butcher whatever I put in front of him, but I was like, if I can just stop the movement for a turn, he can't shoot at the stuff towards the middle of the board because they're behind those small lost blockers.
Yeah.
And that really helped me.
Yeah,
That
I
really
think
helped me.
feeding me the units throughout the turns just helped you massively.
Yeah.
Because you keep me contained in that one small area where I can't really get
Exactly.
anything to.
Exactly.
Especially because one of my big secondaries was engaging all fronts.
Yes, it was.
Which
Yes,
was,
it was.
a massive give, scoring 0 on that over the game because I was.
Oh
pinned
yeah,
in
that
this
was
very small
huge. Yeah,
area.
because you were pinned right in there, and I managed to kill the 3 armigers in one turn.
Yes.
Because I was just like, you know what, I need to block off this whole section of size deployment zone, and the only way I could do that is by making all my charges and getting in. I shouldn't kill all 3 Warglaves. I was hoping to kill 2 and tie the last one up and hold him there in the deployment zone, but I got pretty lucky and killed all 3 of them. But that was massive because it meant you only had 3 knights left, and each one of them would have to be in a different quarter of the board every turn that you want to score engage in all front. So I thought that was a really big play going for the 3 armor.
Yeah, it was really well played. I think if you hadn't have done that play, if you hadn't have
if I hadn't have blocked you in, mate,
then that would have been a different game. If I'd have escaped that.
If that Death Company charge that came in from reserve and rolled an 8, bang on 8 as well. If they just about got in, if they hadn't have got in, so I could have moved up that flank, shot so much down the middle of the board, and it would have been a totally different game. He pretty much tabled me by the end of the game anyway, and that turn 2, if it hadn't have gone the way it did, it would have been a very, very different game.
Yeah, I'm super happy with the Castellan's performance today.
Oh yeah.
It's quite funny because it's usually in the games I play with it actually performs kind of averagely, but today it was a monster. What you expect the Castellan to be in these games. Super happy with that. So yeah.
I think the highlight of the game was Call's Wrath killing a repulsor on its own.
Yeah.
From full wounds to 0 wounds, no other weapon needed on that Castellan. Just Call's Wrath.
Overcharged. Doesn't take a single mortal wound to himself either. It was ridiculous.
And just 24 damage.
24 damage.
He would have one-shotted another knight.
Yeah, he would have one-shot another knight.
My God. He one-shotted a repulsor. I thought that was absolutely awesome. And I was really happy with my secondaries. They were really good. Deploy Scramblers was very, very easy for me. I'm glad that I took that. Titan Hunters, we got it by the end of the game. By the very, very end of the game, we managed to get that.
The obvious one to say against me, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
And Relentless Assault is awesome. The Relentless Assault secondary, I really, really... I really didn't expect it to go that way it did, but I was really happy with it because what it lets you do in a Blood Angel, it's a Blood Angel specific one, guys, and you take it instead of taking Domination or Engage on all fronts, the board control ones.
Yeah.
You take it in that one, and it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be because it's kind of like it's a behind enemy lines, but sometimes you only got to do it with 1 unit, not with 2. So behind enemy lines, I would have to get two units into Simon's deployment zone every single turn. But in a game like this, where I know Simon benefits from sitting back from me, sitting away from me, I know that he's not really going to get his units into my deployment zone for very many turns of the game if he wants to push forward. So I know that I can just drop 1 unit inside his deployment zone, and that will mean I have got more units in his deployment zone than he has in mine. And I got 4 points per turn for that. I didn't get it turn 1, but I got it every turn after 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I maxed that second.
It's a fantastic one for your
really
style of army as well.
Yeah, for that style of
the
army.
Jump packs being so fast.
And you could pick them up and put them back down next turn.
Yeah, so you could deploy Scramblers in your first turn.
Yep.
And then second turn, you could pick that unit up. And then third turn, you could drop them back down in your enemy's deployment zone once you've cleared stuff out.
Do another Scrambler.
And in the meantime, someone else in your turn 2 can come to the middle. And do the middle. Very easy to do, and especially, like I said, for defensive armies that want to sit back. Imperial Guard, Knights, Tau, that kind of thing. What a great aggressive stratagem. Yeah, it's a really cool aggressive strategy. It plays into the way that Blood Angels play really well as well, especially if you're taking like a Death Company, Sanguinary Guard heavy army. I really like that. And to be fair, I really liked the Repulsor being in there. It's like a nice scary threat shooting wise in the Blood Angel army. I do want to try Inceptors out, Plasma Inceptors. I think that'd be really cool in a Blood Angel army. So expect a battle report with them in. Yep, that'll be good. And other than that, hope you really enjoyed the battle report, guys. Like I said, if you're enjoying these, hit the subscribe button and notifications bell just below, and head over to glasshammergaming.co.uk and join the Elite, where you can watch even more content. See you next time, guys. Bye. Bye, guys.